Horror videos. Nobody is surviving. This is a compilation video of all my horror videos from 2023 to 2025, including horror games nobody's surviving, horror movies nobody's surviving, and horror movie and show breakdowns. So sit down, relax, and get some snacks, cause this is gonna be a long one. Horror games. Games that some love and some hate. Games that cause nightmares and raise your heart rate. Games where your sole purpose is to survive. So today, I'm talking about horror games nobody is surviving. Let's start it off with Poppy Playtime. Now, Poppy Playtime is a horror adventure puzzle game. It takes place in an abandoned factory with sentient toy beings. Toys that are alive. And I ain't talking about Toy Story. These people in this factory made children into toys. Y'all are sick! These are terrible! They built an entire orphanage and was steady making experiments. I am appalled. This means Huggy Wuggy, Mommy Longlegs, etc. were all children once. What the No! We play as a former employee of this place. The only reason why Brody's coming back is because he got a mysterious ass letter in the mail. Now me personally, if I seen a letter that said, "Everyone thinks the staff disappeared 10 years ago. We're still here. Find the flower." I'ma be like, nah, f your flower. I'm not stepping foot in this establishment. But let's get serious. No, you're not surviving this. Nobody is surviving the chase with Huggy Wuggy. Nobody is surviving the chase with Mommy Longlegs. But he got lucky right here. If she didn't put her hand on the grinder, he would have got grinded up himself. Nobody is surviving from any of these Doughy, the caterpillar, Catnap, Yonabe, the teacher, them little niggas, Huggy Wuggy again, the f***ing doctor. And don't get me started on the hour of joy. If you are an employee during that hour, you're dead. The hour of joy is basically all of the toys, all of the experiments rising up and killing everybody in the factory. Yeah, you're not surviving that. Just like in the horror characters video. I'm not cooking, I'm booking. Next up, we have Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's is an indie point-and-click horror game where your entire goal is to survive from animatronics that come to life. And might I add, these animatronics are possessed by missing children. That means they're dead. In the first 3 games, we play as a night guard. And our job as the night guard is to make sure everything's good. We make sure the animatronics don't get into the office and cause chaos. No, Wanda. But if they do somehow make it into the office, that's where it gets dark. You see, these animatronics, when they look at you, they think you're a bare endoskeleton without its costume on. So you know what that means. They're gonna stuff you into a suit! So yeah, in terms of the first game, you're not surviving that. With Bonnie and Chica at your doors, Foxy running down the hallway, Freddy at the right, and Golden Freddy. Not to mention the power situation. Yeah, bro, just put the fries in the bag. And it just gets worse each game. In FNAF 2, you go against the toy animatronics and the old ones. To defend yourself, they give you a flashlight and they give you a Freddy head mask. And when you put on that mask, they think you're an animatronic. But the moment you take that off, you dead. But some of them animatronics aren't fooled. Like Foxy. Foxy, you gotta constantly flash him at the end of the hallway. Hey, yo. And then on top of that, you have to make sure the music box is wound up. If it's not, then the puppet's coming after you. You might as well open a gate to heaven right now. Yeah, you're not surviving that.
Damn.
And then to make things even worse, some of these motherfuckers go through the vents! And don't even get me started about FNAF 3. FNAF 3, you go against the Phantom animatronics and Springtrap. Springtrap ain't trying to put you in a suit. He trying to put you in the grave. Mind you, this is the guy that killed those kids and stuffed them into the suits. And might I add, these animatronics are possessed by missing children. Yeah, he's the main culprit. Oh, hell no! To defend yourself, they give you an audio device You can play the audio in any camera you want, and that draws Springtrap to that area. And when you move to the left, they give you a control panel where you have to reboot ventilation, camera system, and the audio device. If you use the audio device too many times, you gotta reboot. If you're on the cameras for too long, gotta reboot. And when you gotta breathe, you gotta recode that ventilation. And then to end it off, you have vent cameras to see where Springtrap's gonna be. And you can also close doors to seal that man in there. Now, since I explained everything, do you think you can survive this? Hell no, you're not surviving any of these games.
Well, dang.
With the Phantom animatronics, they're meant to throw you off. They're hallucinations. And then Springtrap, he's literally a killer. He's the purple guy. Kratos said it best.
So what do you say?
No.
But FNAF 4, holy hell, you're not surviving. Out of all the games, this one is easily the most terrifying. In this one, you play as a 5, 6, 7-year-old in a bedroom against the nightmare animatronics. These terrifying behemoths. Hell no, you're not surviving this one. As a 5, 7-year-old doing this? No! And then don't even get me started on sister location. Hell no. Hell no! Next up, we have Fears to Fathom. Fears to Fathom is an episodic psychological horror game where each episode unveils a short story narrated by the ones who survived. Mind you, these episodes are based off of real stories. Real!
Is this serious?
And so today, we're gonna be talking about Ironbark Lookout. Now, during Ironbark Lookout, you play as this guy named Jack Nelson. He's a fire lookout, basically somebody situated in an outpost who reports on wildfires. He's transferred to a new outpost in Ironbark State Park, but he can't shake the feeling something's up. Something's off. We start the game with Buddy driving in his RV. He's like, I'm hungry, and stops by a local diner. And while he's at the diner, he starts talking to some of the locals. The locals start bringing up news about 3 missing kids. Hikers, tourists, all going missing. And it all leads back to the park. We fast forward to Jack getting his key and access to his outpost by the park ranger, Billy. And as he's about to leave up to go to his outpost, Billy stops him and says, "Don't travel any further than half a mile or so north of your tower. It's dangerous woods out there, pal." Okay. Got it. We fast forward to Jack settling in. He hops on his computer and watches an introduction video to the park. He finds out exactly what he has to do and gets to work. He gets the wood, takes the wind readings, and inputs the data to the form.
Ain't that swell?
Then Buddy calls it a night. He got the job finished. Fast forward to night 2. Buddy is out looking at the beautiful view, just taking it in. But this next moment is where everything starts turning left. Buddy looks left and sees white smoke in the distance. White smoke? That means campers are out there. They not supposed to be out there. And then to make things even worse, that's out north. Remember what Billy said? Don't go north. Don't travel any further than half a mile or so north of your tower. It's dangerous woods out there, pal. But guess what? You have to. You gotta put out the fire. So we fast forward to Jack walking the path. The sun's all the way out now, which just makes everything worse. Bad enough, Buddy, in the wilderness, but the wilderness in the dark?
Oh, hell no!
We are not Coyote Peterson.
Hell no!
No brave wilderness. Jack follows the smoke trail into an empty campsite. Desolate. Abandoned. Everyone out of sight. No Psylocke. The only presence felt is a subtle whistle in the distance. A strange whistle. But Jack doesn't pay any mind. Picks up a pot, fills it with water, and puts out that fire. And he travels back to his outpost and heads to bed. Jack wakes up 2 in the morning. He looks up and sees a figure in his window. No. He gets up to look, but right when Jack looks at the window, the figure ducks. He turns on the light and sits back in pure terror. He finally builds the courage to open the door. And what he sees next, nobody would have thought. He opens the door to see a bull skull and candles lit.
Oh, hell no!
And what makes this even more terrifying is that a week later, he's out looking with his binoculars. He peeps across the river a campfire with cult members all around it.
What is going on here?
Buddy takes a picture and they all scramble like eggs. And then one of them starts chasing you. Jack hides under his bed and sees Buddy open his door. He's gotta be extra quiet. I know Buddy's sweating under there. The cult member looks around but can't find him and walks out. After a minute, Jack gets up, opens the door, and makes a run for it. Buddy runs and gets to his RV. And that is the end of Ironbark Lookout. Yeah, hell no, you're not surviving that.
Damn.
Unless you have experience with nature, and you are a lookout, you're not surviving this. First of all, Jack had no firearm, no weapon, no nothing. Not even a pocket knife. Me personally, I would've had the buck, and I ain't talking about $1. Jack got extra lucky, hiding under the bed, but he didn't check the bed. And then the running down the stairs. I would've fell down like the stormtrooper. Safe to say you're not surviving that. Lastly, let's talk about Amanda the Adventurer. Now, Amanda the Adventurer is a puzzle horror game where you play as Riley Park, a woman who gets swept up in the mystery revolving the show, Amanda the Adventurer. Think of Dora, but black, and Boots as a lamb, mixed in with the ring.
Hell no! Hell no!
That's basically the game. You collect old VHS tapes of different episodes of the show, and it starts out holly and jolly. However, the more you dig deep into these tapes, the more twisted and dark they get. Like that one time, in one of the episodes, they had a whole blick laying in the grass, and a knife. And don't get me started on the dead fox. Hell, she even tried to kill her sidekick in one of the episodes.
No, girl, absolutely not.
And then in another tape, it shows a kid watching the show. And then moments later, she goes missing. She disappeared. No Sue Storm. The front door wide open. Yeah, these tapes are no joke. And then on top of that, you have to find clues. Like, nah, this ain't no Blue's Clues. You gotta be a real detective in this shit. Not to mention, finding different clues leads to different endings. Ain't nobody got time for that. So short answer, no, you're not surviving this. Unless you're a detective. A real detective. No Joe.
What?
But if you gotta fight against the bad ending version of Amanda, this thing, unless you got the buck, you not doing nothing. She fast as shit. So a lot of people said they want a part 2. I got you. So once again, I'm gonna be talking about horror games nobody is surviving. Let's start it off with Amanda the Adventurer 2. Now, Amanda the Adventurer 2 is just like its predecessor. I explained it in the first video, so if you didn't see that, go on ahead. Go watch that for me. But Amanda 2 is Amanda 1 on steroids. And crack. Whoa, whoa! In this one, you play in a library. And just like the first, you're looking for tapes and clues. But the clues in this game are 100 quintillion times worse. There are literal clues you cannot finish until you get further into the game.
Hell no! Hell no!
And then on top of that, you still have to deal with the creepy tapes and this thing coming out more.
Hell no!
This thing made a small appearance in the first game, but in the second, it appears as frequently as Psylocke in my dreams.
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on.
I already told you you're not surviving the first. What makes you think you're gonna survive the second? I already told you you gotta be a real detective. And forget it if you don't have the buck. No buck equals no luck. No wins. And I ain't talking about Fortnite. So safe to say, pack it up. You're not winning. Next up, we have Little Nightmares. Now, Little Nightmares is a dark puzzle platformer horror game where you play as this girl named Six. Now, your whole objective is to escape the mall. The mall is basically a vertical ocean liner. But get this, it's inhabited by all of these demonic behemoths, weird creatures.
Oh my gosh!
The janitor, the chef twins, and most scary of all, the lady. The lady basically runs the mall and manipulates everyone on it. Every year, she has guests come in and eat the previous guests. These motherfuckers are hungry hippos. These motherfuckers tried to eat 6.
No.
And not to mention, our very own 6 has this hunger problem too. She will literally eat anything.
Anything. Anything. Okay.
If you conceive any type of edible being, 6 is devouring that shit like she Phantom. Eat. Hell, she even ate her little gnome friend.
No!
The entire game, they was nice to 6, and she pulls this?
Don't take my baby, okay? Oh my God, my Shayla, my Shayla.
I'll never forget you. If you think that was bad, you don't want to see what she does in the second game.
Hell no!
But that's basically the game. You survive through different rooms and characters all the way to the end, where you have a showdown with the lady. 6 eats her, takes the lady's power, kills the guests, and escapes them all. If you have a functioning brain that works, you are not surviving this shit. If you're not familiar with acrobatics, I'm talking American Ninja Warrior. Call it goodbye. If you're not a detective, call it goodbye. I mean, have you seen the puzzles in this game? You gotta jump here, you gotta jump there, you gotta grab this key, then you gotta jump on this thing. Like, hell nah! If you're good at both of those things, then maybe. The janitor, all you gotta do is be quiet. He can't see you.
Be quiet.
But the chefs, you see how close they got her at this part? I'm just saying, if you don't got luck on your side too, call it goodbye. And then this part, where everybody's chasing her, hell no, you're not surviving. I'm sorry. Now, next up on the list, we have Finding Frankie. And no, this has nothing to do with Finding Nemo. No, Finding Frankie is a psychological parkour horror game where you play as a contestant in a twisted game show hosted by the man himself, Frankie.
Oh my gosh!
No Frankie from Shark Tale. And not to mention, the prize for this vigorous, treacherous game show, 5 million doll hairs. My guy, that is Mr. Beast money! Money! And to make things even crazier, the whole event is live! These streaming like Kai! Now, people are chosen to play and participate via tapes in certain cereal boxes. Them Frankie Fruit Flakes. And look, I ain't gonna lie, I wonder what they taste like. You know me, I'm a breakfast person. If you haven't noticed, I made an entire video on breakfast foods. If you want to check that out. Stop! But let's get to business. Your main goal is to beat everyone in these obstacles to win that bread, and to survive from Frankie and his goons. You have to turn on switches, swing like Spidey, swim, rail grind like Sonic, all of the above.
Damn.
That's basically it. So do you think you have the might, the courage, the— Yeah, hell no, you ain't surviving this shit. Like I said for Little Nightmares, if you aren't a D1 gymnast, acrobat galore, you are not surviving this. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, but you survive in the game. You survive at the end of the game. Yeah, it's because it is a game. You know damn well, if this shit was real and you participated in this, 99% of y'all are dead. You are not surviving Crash Course. You are not rail grinding. You are not surviving this chase scene. And don't even get me started about the ending game. Hell no, you're not surviving that. And let me tell you, if you're not in shape, then buddy, you won't escape. And that's facts. Now, this next game isn't really a horror game, but I wanted to put it on the list anyway. The next game we have is
Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning. That's me.
Yes, Baldi's Basics. Baldi's Basics is a survival horror game disguised as educational, with little to no education. So you ain't learning shit. If you partake in learning at this school, you'll have the brain of a rat. No shade to Master Splinter. You know what? Nah, matter of fact, the brain of a goldfish.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about Gus from Moon Knight.
Stop it.
You play as a student in Baldi's schoolhouse with the goal of collecting 7 notebooks. You have to collect the books before Baldi and the other staff members execute you. And I ain't talking about the executioner. No, Frank.
Executioner!
Buddy was going crazy in Daredevil Born Again. But like I was saying, execution. And to make it even worse, every time you collect a book, Baldi gets faster. Brody starts slapping the ruler. Fast as shit. Out here sounding like Netflix and chill. Whoa. But let's continue with the others. First up, you gotta go through the bully, who steals any item that you have in your inventory. Swiper no swiping head. His big ass stealing shit. Stealing shit like Isabella. Stealing my heart in The Last of Us. Like, nah. Don't go for Ellie. Go for me. You already had Jesse.
Just stop.
But best believe, if she was in my ear like this, oh boy, it's gonna get wicked like wicked. I'ma fold like a pair of hand clappers.
Oh man, this brother's super starving, bro. Boy, ain't no way, bro.
I think they should be terrified of you.
Next up, we got the little girl. Her annoying little scribbly ass head.
Damn.
She will literally hunt you down. I'm talking booking down the hallway, screaming, "Let's play!" And once she catches you, she makes you jump rope 5 times.
What?
Like, girl, if you don't get the f home, in the wise words of David Cornsweat,
You should leave!
I'm sorry.
now the sweeper is quite literally just a broom who sweeps the hall, yelling, "Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep!" This broom can literally catch you mid-run and push you into Baldi, which ends the game. But here's the thing. Sometimes Buddy comes in clutch, pushing you the complete opposite way from Baldi. So I mean, Buddy's a 50-50, a hit or miss. And I ain't talking about
Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh?
Stop! Now the principal.
Oh, hell no!
The principal, if he catches you running anywhere, you getting sent to detention. And get this, each time he catches you, the longer you stay. This motherfucker a hypocrite. He literally runs around the hallway just looking to see if you do something wrong. So no eating in the hallways, no drinking in the hallways, no running in the hallways. And lastly, no going into school faculty only rooms.
This motherfucker lost his motherfucking mind.
Then he hits you with the,
No running in the halls. No drinking drinks in the hall.
like, bro, if you don't shut your lame ass up, and then his annoying ass whistle. Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something. Dr. Newsom.
But the last person I'll talk about is First Prize, aka Charles. No X-Men. If you know, you know. Charles is a robot that loves hugs and will literally roll all the way down the hall to give you one. Aww. He's kinda like Sweeper, but only pushes you one way. So you better hope that man Baldi ain't that one way. That man Charles though, he cool. And that's basically a wrap on the game. Once you get all 7 notebooks, Baldi starts chasing you like you're the marathon. And it's your job to find that exit and get out of that school. Let me say this plain and simple. You are not surviving. And if somehow you do, it's all luck. I mean, yeah, there's the scissors to cut the jump rope from the girl, the chocolate that gives you infinite stamina for a little bit, and the soda to push anyone away. But let's be real, it's gonna take you eons to find them So moral of the story, you're not winning Baldi's Basics. Horror games, Nobody Surviving Part 3. Y'all been waiting for this for a mean minute. I got you. So, without further ado,
Let's go.
let's start this episode off with Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Now, FNAF Security Breach is a survival horror game out of the FNAF franchise, where you play as a boy named Gregory, trapped overnight at the Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex. Your main goal, like any FNAF game, is to escape and survive from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. But this isn't just an ordinary rodeo like the others. Nah, there's so much more.
What?
You have to deal with all of characters. Let's start out with the glam rock animatronics. They may look nice and clean on the outside, but do not be fooled. Our boy Freddy is the only nice one. He literally helps you throughout the whole game. You can get inside a bro, to hide from other animatronics. If I had to choose which animatronic to get inside, you already know. But the only downside with Freddy is that if he gets low battery, you're dead. What? Full jump scare to the mid, and you're probably wondering, how do I stop this? It's okay, my senseis. I got you. All you have to do is get Freddy to charging stations and upgrade him with other animatronic bits, which is easy. Hell no. Let's continue. Next up, we got Roxy, the first hostile animatronic. You can find her around Roxy Raceway, and all she does is patrol around. But if she sees you, you're paying a visit to Mufasa. And the same goes for Monty and Chica. Once they see you, you waking up next to Iron Man. My bad, Thanos.
You need to leave.
And then on top of that, each character has their own little boss fight. And I could sit here and explain it to you, but what difference does it make? The first time you're there, you ain't gonna know what to do.
Damn.
You gonna be quickening your boots, like Patrick quicken in the cold. And then for the other characters, they also have their boss fights. Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest. You're not surviving that. Fanny!
Hell no!
Moondrop!
Hell no!
Those endoskeletons that move when you don't look?
Hell no!
Do I even have to explain this? And then the chase scene. Yeah, bro, safe to say you're not surviving security breach. Next up, we got The Last of Us. This game isn't really horror, but it is.
Nah.
The Last of Us is an action-adventure survival horror drama, where the world is taken over by a post-apocalyptic fungal outbreak. Basically zombies, but fungus. At its core, it's about Joel, an old smuggler that must smuggle a girl that is immune from the infection. They have to travel cross-country to make a cure for humanity. And as the game progresses, they develop a father-daughter relationship, hinting towards the game's emotional and complex storytelling. But we're not here for the story or emotion. We're here for the horror. Now, the survival/horror aspects. First up, we got the humans, raiders, hunters, military groups, people just trying to get by, literally anyone. But the worst types of people in this world are cannibals. This guy literally feeds people it, but the people don't even know they're eating it.
Hell no!
He's sick! He's terrible! These are some of the worst people to be with in the apocalypse. And that's just the people. Don't even get me started about the infected.
God damn! God damn! God damn!
Let's start it off with the runner. Runners are the earliest stage of the infection, and the most common. No comment from Fortnite. And if they see you, they will book towards you like a pack of seagulls to food. They're literally World War Z zombies meets fungus. And you better hope they not in groups, because if they are, they gon' take you out like the end of Home Alone 2. Yeah, bro, good luck. Next up, we got the stalkers. They're the second stage in the infection. And now, when I say they literally stalk you, it's in the name. They can see, and they're also by far the most intelligent out of all the stages.
Man, get the f out of there! That's a red card!
They will literally try sneaking up on you and trap you.
Oh my gosh!
And you better hope you don't run into a group of them. Cause if that happens, it's wraps. No Christmas in Black Ops 3. Let's move on to clickers.
Oh my god!
Clickers are the third stage of the infection. After about a year to 2, that's when the fungus fully engulfs the face, making the infected resort to echolocation, a clicking noise, to visualize the world around them. So this means you gotta be extra quiet. No exaggeration, you literally cannot make a sound. This means crawling around, distracting the clickers with bottles, bricks, anything. To draw them away from you, you gonna need John Krasinski to help you out. No A Quiet Place. Then we have bloaters. Bloaters are literally big clickers. Clickers that are bloated. They're the 4th stage in the infection. After 10 to 15 years, you got this. They have fungus armor and can throw acid spore balls at you that can get you infected. They are extremely durable. You gon' need a max ammo by the time you're done with this. The best way to take a bloater out is a flamethrower or an RPG. All booms, no Costco guys. Then we got the Shambler.
Oh my god!
Shamblers have these acid balls all around them, which exert spore acid if you get too close. And these also take 10 to 15 years. And they big, just like the bloater. And they also take mad long to take down. No K-pop demon hunters. Then we have the Rat King. Hell no. I'm sorry. If you're not John Wick, the Baba Yaga himself, call it goodbye. If you're not a ninja, no ninja, and can be stealth, call it goodbye. If you don't got a gas mask, I forgot to mention, there's spores that can get you infected. Call it goodbye. And then last but not least, if you're not Joel or Ellie, call it goodbye. You're not surviving The Last of Us. Now for the next game, we have Until Dawn. Until Dawn is an interactive survival horror game where 8 friends reunite at a remote mountain lodge 1 year after a tragic event. What starts as a night of pranks and tension quickly turns into a fight for survival as they're stalked by human threats and supernatural creatures called Wendigos.
Oh, hell yeah!
Furthermore, the game has a butterfly effect system where the smallest choice you make can impact the story and the world around you. If you kill a squirrel, that's karma for a future event where you might die. If you slip on a log and hit your jaw, something could happen. Literally anything is possible, especially with it being real. There are totems you can find that act as premonitions for future events. 6 totems in count. We have the green totem, which means hunger. It's new in the remake. Then we have the white totem for fortune, yellow totem for guidance, brown for loss, and then for the red totem, danger. No Henry Danger. And then last but not least, the black totem for death. These determine if you survive or perish. But let's talk about what can actually kill you. Now, let's start it off with choosing the wrong path or wrong choice. If you choose the wrong path or wrong choice, then you're waking up next to Vander.
Damn.
And this game revolves around your choices. So, whatever choice you make sure it's the right one. Then we have Wendigos.
Nah, bruh. You gotta go.
Wendigos are fast, skinny creatures that were once human, who resorted to cannibalism at the cursed Blackwood Mountain. Because at that mountain, if you resort to cannibalism, you turn into one of these. But anyway, they long for human flesh, so they'll keep going until they get their food. And you better hope you're not tasty. And I ain't talking about Tiger Taste. But these Wendigos are lightspeed fast. No Power Rangers light speed. But let's talk about its weaknesses. Wendigos hate fire. Silver bullets can mess them up, and blades can kill them. They kinda like vampires. No sinners. But the main weakness these Wendigos have is their eyesight. They can't see if you remain completely still. So, don't move. And lastly, we have quick time events. Quick time events. That's all I'm gonna say. If you can't act on instinct, say hello to Black Widow.
Damn.
If you're indecisive, say hello to Bob from Stranger Things.
Damn.
If you aren't a D1 track star, call it fate. No Peter Venkman, cause you're not outrunning those Wendigos. If you don't know how to use the strap, you're finished. Cause look at this.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, call it goodbye. Lastly, just don't go to a snowy mountain lodge in the first place. Yeah. Safe to say, your chances of surviving Until Dawn are slim. Yeah, no shady.
Man, get the
For the last game this episode, we have Little Nightmares 2. Little Nightmares 2, just like the first game, is a survival horror platformer puzzle game set in the same nightmarish world, with the same exaggerated creatures. I'm looking at you, Elastigirl Grandma! The only difference is, you play as this kid named Mono, aka Mr. Baggerson. Cause bro got a bag on his head, looking like that one Spider-Man skin from Marvel Rivals.
Shut your
Lil bro can also teleport through TVs.
What?
Yeah, these games are weird. Anyway, you later meet up with Six from the first game as you free her. And I ain't talking about Leroy from Buried. And we find out this is a prequel. The main goal is to reach the signal tower and uncover its dark secrets, along with finding out the truth behind the Pale City's dark reality. But enough exposition. Let's talk about the characters and things that can kill you. Let's start it off with the Hunter. The Hunter has a shotgun and flashlight. He only tries to kill you because you're on his territory. Then we have the Doctor, aka Luke Skywalker. Bro literally skywalks. But what he does is experiment on people, dissecting stuff like his science class, and he'll basically just hunt you down. Then we have the kids in the school. These annoying scribbly-ass kids.
Damn.
I mean, all you really have to do is sneak past them. But sometimes, you gotta fight back. And don't get me started about the hands coming after you.
Excuse me?
Yes, the literal hands. Y'all not thing, get packed. And I ain't talking about packed for lunch. Then we have the teacher. Elastigirl Grandma. Same thing with everyone else. She tries to hunt you down with her neck. She literally chases you with her neck. Oh, hell no! Then we have the viewers. Mindless monsters that are glued to TVs. They only come after you if disturbed or if the TVs are off. Next, we have the Thin Man, aka Slender Man's brother. The Thin Man is an extremely tall and skinny man who hunts down Mono and Six with his powers of time manipulating and TV teleportation.
Down. Hell,
Then lastly, we have Six when under the influence of the signal tower, looking like she has Slenderman disease. And she has a music box, which you must destroy to change her back to her normal form. And that's basically everything for Little Nightmares 2. Look, I'ma just come out and say it. You're not surviving this game. What I said for the first game. If you're not familiar with acrobatics, I'm talking American Ninja Warrior. Call it goodbye. If you're not a detective, call it goodbye. I mean, have you seen the puzzles in this game? If you don't have any of that, call it goodbye. Otherwise, you're not surviving the teacher chase, the viewer chase, or the ending chase scene, where Six literally drops you. It's a canon event, bro. You're not surviving that. But after everything, she pulls this. Yeah, bro. Call it goodbye. You're not surviving Little Nightmares 2. Horror movies, horror shows, horror games. We love horror. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, because you know damn well your grandma don't like it.
What he say me for?
Your grandma don't like it, just like that one grandma that didn't like chocolate and SpongeBob.
Sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
Me personally, I love horror. I just can't get enough of it. It got me tweaking like Smeagol for the Ring. Back when I was a youngin', I used to make horror games and levels on Little Big Planet 2 and 3. Around this time, creepypasta was at an all-time high. I'm talking Jeff the Killer, Eilish Jack, Slender Man. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. But let's get to business. If you had to fight any of these motherfuckers, are you winning? Cause today I'm going over the characters I can easily beat. And look, it's simple. I'm either cooking or booking. If I can beat, I'm cooking. And if I ain't winning, I'm booking.
Let's go.
First off, we got Freddy Krueger.
This nigga is trash.
Freddy Krueger is straight badonkey. And I'm not talking about the movies, I'm talking about him. Yeah, he's got crazy powers and all. Showing up in your dreams, transforming into whatever he wants, telekinesis, regeneration. Bro's invincible. And I ain't talking about invincible.
Not bad.
Get your punk ass out.
But that's the thing. He's only that powerful in the dream world. Once you take his ass out of there, it's wraps. All Black Ops 3. Pull bro back into the real world like a dog pulling a baby. Once he's out, he's just a normal guy. Now it's time to wreak havoc. Best believe I'm burning bro. Anybody want s'mores? Cause that fire is Freddy burning. And you already know I'ma tell my kids about this story.
So there I was, burning the evil Freddy Krueger to the point where he started looking like sausage on pizza.
Dad, can I go to sleep?
I'm not done the story yet.
Yeah, I know. I just don't feel like listening to this anymore. I'm really tired.
This is why I want to leave this family. You and your mother always interrupt me.
No, Dad, that's not what I meant.
This is why I f***ed her sister.
What? But like I was saying, bro's not gonna be catching a break. I'ma hit him with every move I know. I guess growing up on Power Rangers really did help. Growing up on Jungle Fury had me right. I'ma slide in and start rocking Freddy. Messing bro up like his seafood. Then hit bro with the Tiger Strike. I think you get it. I'm messing him up. Easy win.
Next.
We got Pennywise from It. When this was coming out, I was obsessed. And then on top of that, the year it came out, 2017. Back when we had fidget spinners, dabbing, X, life was good. It's the year I started this channel too. But Pennywise, look bro, I love your movie, but you trash! Pennywise is another one of those characters that's extremely powerful, but can be beaten easily. Bro can shapeshift, teleport, show up in your dreams, go invisible, make you see stuff that's not there, and so much more. This is not even a clown. This is an ancient creature, and has been around since the universe started. And I forgot to mention, every time bro opens his mouth, there's these things called deadlights. And if seen by a human, it makes them go insane. And you're probably wondering to yourself, how is he gonna beat this guy? Now, we all know he uses our fears against us, and I'm gonna say this very simply. Just don't be scared of bro. Once you overcome that fear, it's raps. Start beating bro like Batman beating thugs. Hitting bro back and forth like I'm Drake. I mean, bro got beat up by kids. 27 years later, they rematched and bro still got clapped. All you gotta do is bully bro. He'll shrink like Ant-Man, walk up to him, pull his heart out and squish it. Yeah, bro, this is easy money, bro. He's losing.
Surprise, Sydney.
Next up, we got Ghostface. And let me put it to you simply. Bro's a run-of-the-mill character. It's a normal guy. Or girl. And here's the thing about the Ghostfaces. They're usually targeting somebody that's connected to Sidney Prescott or is Sidney Prescott. So realistically, I'm out. I ain't connected to her. Me and Sidney are not friends. But if she want to be more than friends, no! She can be my final girl any day.
Billy Loomis ain't got shit on me, cause I'm on top of the world.
But say they were coming from me. Finding out who Ghostface is gonna be the hard part. Cause it could be anybody. It could be your friends, your family, anybody. But here's the thing. If you're their key target, 9 out of 10 times they would want to kill you last because they're going to prepare a whole speech. And there's usually two ways it could go. A, you or someone in your family did something to their family, so they're taking that anger out on you. Or B, they're just really inspired by the stab movies and they genuinely crazy. So let's say I get A as a result. Then it's on sight. I'm gonna be swinging like a swing. As long as they don't start fighting like they in Mortal Kombat or pull out a shotty, I'm good. Now, if I get B as a result, if one or both of the Ghostfaces are men, they getting clocked. No miss minutes. But if there's a girl, I'ma start spitting game, especially if it's Mikey Madison. We gonna get in a relationship, I'ma entertain it for as long as I can, and then I'ma turn her in. Look, game is game. You crazy, I'm not dying cause of you. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, I'm beating Ghostface.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Next up, we got Chucky. Let's get this little ucker out the way. So basically, a serial killer named Charles Lee Ray used voodoo magic to transfer his body into a doll, hence Chucky. He's got voodoo powers, okay? And apparently has the strength of a grown man.
Okay.
That's not stopping me from messing bro up. And if bro can get tossed around like this in the movie, then anything flies. Now everybody be talking about kicking bro. Nah, stop that motherfucker. By the time I'm done, he not gonna be alive. He gonna look like this when I pick up my foot. But I am not done. The job's not finished. I'm running bro over. I'ma get out the car. Then I'm pulling out a sledgehammer and I'ma start whacking. Once I'm done that, I'ma throw him right in the fire. And then 2 shots to the chest. Bro is finished. Yeah, bro, easy win. Easy win. Put an egg in the comments if I'm cooking.
Hear that? That sound. Boom. Boom.
Next up, we got
The Demogorgon. We're deep.
the Demogorgon from one of my all-time favorite shows, Stranger Things. So the Demogorgon is a 9-foot lanky-ass monster who eats and kidnaps people. And what makes all of this worse is that it can travel between our world and its, the Upside Down. You're probably like, okay, cool. How do you beat this? What are you gonna do? Now, what we know from the show is that everything in the Upside Down hates fire. I'm just gonna flame flamethrower, burning everything like I'm burning a hot dog on a grill. Those Demodogs and Demogorgons gonna be running at me like zombies, but I got something for them. That's if it's the Demogorgon from Season 1. Cause the version from Season 1 is trash! That thing is slow as hell! Like Turbo the Snail before the serum. They was not getting anywhere! Had Steve hitting and weaving like he A-Train! But if it's the Season 4 version, I'm not winning! I'm booking! This is the first loss of the video. I'm gonna show you why. Look! Yeah, bro, unless I got plot armor with the flamethrower, then I'm not beating that. I ain't cooking this time, but I'm cooking with the Season 1.
Wow, man. Damn.
Next up, we got the Smile Curse. I remember when this movie first came out, everybody was talking about it. And then the marketing was straight peak. They had actors smiling behind news segments and sporting events. They took this shit serious. Yeah, it only took me 2 years to see the movie, but it's okay, it's okay. So the Smile Curse, what is it? It's actually a demon called the Smile Entity. And the person that's possessed by it is the only person that can see it. It can appear and mask itself as anybody. It could be Billie Eilish. Imagine Billie Eilish smiling at you like that. But this thing literally tortures you in your mind. It'll make you see anything, anybody. You don't know what's real. To the people that aren't possessed, they gonna look at you crazy. But every person that's had this curse survives only up to a week. Sometimes only 4 days. Okay, you know what it is, but how does it spread? So this thing feeds off of trauma. It takes control of the person it's possessing and makes them end their life in front of somebody else, which passes the trauma to that person. And now they have the curse. But the only way to really get rid of it is to off someone. What? And that's where I step in. I got 3 ways. A, pop somebody real quick and get sent to prison for life. B, you're a firefighter trying to save somebody in a fire. You accidentally push the one person into the fire while somebody's watching. C, you're a police officer. You pull somebody over, they're a maniac, they pull out a machete, and you shoot in self-defense. The last 2 you can kind of get out of. But if you don't want to do any of this, then you gonna die. Next up, we got Call of Duty Zombies. We about to go way back. When I say literally when I was a jit, I'm serious. The first game I ever played was Call of Duty World at War. I was 4 years old. I am dead serious. Say what you will. But at the time, I remember watching my dad and other people playing the game, and then he just let me play it, and I just got good at the game. But Zombies started with World at War, and it went all the way to Black Ops 6 nowadays. I would consider myself a baby vet. So let me give you the rundown on Zombies. You spawn in with a pistol and start on round 1. This is when the zombies are just walking. I mean, I guess you could call them walkers. right? Get it? The Walking Dead. Right. There's doors and windows that are barricaded to keep them out, and they'll come up to it and start breaking it. And it's your job to keep them out. Shoot them and barricade that shit back up. But as you go up each round, they start getting more and more aggressive. And as you collect points, there's wall weapons you can buy, there's doors, couches to open up the map. You're basically just trying to survive for as long as possible. There's the mystery box that spits out any gun, but it's random. And you better hope you get a wonder weapon. I'm talking the ray gun Mark II, the thunder gun. There's so many things. And there are ways to make the game easier. There's power-ups that the zombies drop when you kill them. And then there's these things called perks. These are drinks all around the map that enhance you and make stuff a lot easier. Okay, you got the basic rundown, but do you think I could survive and beat this?
Not bad.
I'm gonna say yes and no, because it depends on the map and the game. But if it's in real life, even with the perks and the power-ups, nah! I just went through all that just to say no. Now this next one is crazy. Let me cook. Jason Voorhees.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
Stop.
You got too much dip on your chip.
I said let me cook. Let me give you some background. Jason Voorhees was a kid that went to Camp Crystal Lake and got bullied because of his appearance. And then the kids drowned him. They drowned him. And while this was going on, the camp counselors was getting jiggy with it in the back of the cabin. So Jason's mom was infuriated, rightfully so. Then she started going on a killing spree, murdering everybody in the camp, going crazy. And then she died. And this is where continuity kind of goes crazy. Jason is resurrected and seeks revenge for his mother. He's got super strength, regeneration. He's practically invulnerable, immortal. He can't die. He'll come back every time. Now, Sensei, how are you gonna beat this? How is that even possible? My senseis, here's my answer. I'll just talk to him.
You serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I'm gonna be like, look, bro, I sympathize with you. What them bullies did to you is not called for. And then the whole thing with your mom, I had nothing to do with it. Don't kill me. If I could go back in time and be your camp counselor, I would make sure them kids are in line. And then it's up to him if he's gonna kill me or not. But in terms of physically fighting, bro, hell no, I'm not winning. So I'm cooking and booking. And now for the last character I can easily beat. Give me my drum roll. Michael Myers. Yeah, hell no, I'm not winning. Horror movies. Movies that many grow to love, whilst many shrivel in terror. Movies that spike your heart rate, just like your crush. Movies with the sole purpose of entertaining with pure horror. I'm Sensei KLX, and today we're gonna be talking about horror movies nobody is surviving. Let's start it off with Sinners. Sinners is a supernatural historical horror drama about two twins who return to their Mississippi hometown to open up a juke joint. The night starts out amazing. No Amazing Spider-Man. With the community coming together, singing their hearts out. However, as the night lingers, everyone is confronted by supernatural evil in the form of vampires.
Oh, hell no!
They were summoned by the music and wish to exploit the community.
What?
Taking place in 1932, this movie is also a social commentary on racism at the time, with the community and music engulfing it all together. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the things/characters that can kill you. Let's start it off with the people, especially Smoke and Stack, the main twins. If you're on their bad side, they gon' kill you.
Damn.
These are real gangsters. They about that life. I mean, hell, they was working for the Al Capone.
Whoa, now.
So, just make sure you're on your best behavior, cause you don't want to get shot in that ass. Then we have anyone else that has a problem with you, cause they'll pull out the strap on you. So it's your job to make sure you pull the strap out on them. Pause.
Hey, yo!
And then another factor, if you're black, like me, chances are you wouldn't want to go back to this time. It's self-explanatory.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. We black people. Yep.
Then we get to the moment you've all been waiting for. The vampires.
Pick poor, I mean clean. Pick poor, I mean clean.
Vampires are creatures that have enhanced speed, strength, fangs, claws, and are basically immortal. And obviously, if you're big, you turn into one, which basically means you're dead. Now look, vampires can really only do harm to you if you invite them into wherever you are, as well as if you're outside, at night.
At night.
So invitation-wise, make sure you're in a building, house, etc. So being at the juke joint is someone being awfully suspicious about being accepted or invited in. Yeah, do not let them in. However, and this is a big however, this is where it gets tricky. If you have a crush, friends, best friends, someone you love, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna know about the vampires until they start sucking. No, Kirby. So, you might have to let somebody in.
Nah.
And on top of all of that, all the people at the juke, they def have their own people. So they gonna let them in.
No.
But what I'll say is, it's gonna be hard if I see Billie Eilish or Jenna Ortega at the door asking to be invited in. Cause you already know.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
They gonna be at the door like, hey baby. Madison Beer, Sabrina Carpenter, EJ. It's gonna be hard for me not to open the door. I'ma fold like a tray table, folding like an omelet. Fold it like an omelet, fold it like an omelet. Everything folding. No Kaylani. If I see any of these women at the door, it's gonna get wicked like Wicked for Good. But for real though, let's get to business. Vampire weaknesses are the sun, garlic, wooden stakes to the heart, and silver. And I ain't talking about silver. So once you do find out about the vampires, make everyone eat some garlic, or just throw some garlic juice on them.
Damn.
That'll tell you. And make sure y'all got the strap. Please. But that's basically Sinners. If you get shot by anyone, you're dead. Smoke and Stack, if you're on their bad side, you're dead. If you can't work the strap, guess what? You're dead. Then the vampires. Yeah, hell no. The whole invitation stuff. Say it with me. Call it goodbye. And then lastly, do not have someone playing ethereal music powerful enough to summon these crustaceans. Yeah, chances are you ain't surviving sinners. Unless you got Blade in your corner. But if you somehow do have a way, let me know in the comments. Now, for the next movie, we have Brightburn. Brightburn is a horror movie twist on the Superman origin story. A couple adopts a mysterious alien baby who crashes the Earth. But instead of becoming a hero, the kid develops superpowers and turns violently evil. I'm talking Injustice Superman. Homelander. Using his abilities to terrorize and kill. It explores what happens when a superpowered being chooses destruction over justice. And that's basically it. Now, let's talk about what he can do. He can basically do anything Superman does. He's Lil Bro Superman. Superboy. Like Syndrome calling himself Incrediboy. He can laser you with his heat vision straight to the mid. He can lift basically anything. He can drop you out of your car, lift your plane out the sky, causing a crash, or he could just pick you up and drop you.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
He could also probably speed blitz you, like A-Train. Basically, after whatever he does, it's gonna be looking like a Mortal Kombat fatality. But listen, he only has one weakness that we know of, and it's the ship he came in. The metal his ship is made out of can make Lil Bro bleed. So if anybody knows how to weld or make weapons, use the ship metal. But that's basically Brightburn. Do I actually have to explain this one? Now for the next one, we actually have two movies. Friday the 13th and Halloween. Okay, listen, so I kinda already explained Jason's backstory in my other video, horror characters I can easily beat, and what I said about Michael Myers. So,
Wanna chip?
I'll explain a little bit of both. Jason is legit immortal. No! If you try anything, he'll just come right back, including using an RPG. Bro's just gonna transform back together. No Optimus Prime. Simple fighting him ain't gonna do nothing unless you Iron Fist or anyone from Marvel Rivals. Even then, that's a stretch. Fantastic! The only way to truly beat Bro is if you have mystical elements. I'm talking Wanda Maximoff. Or Bianca from Wednesday.
Bro, what the f are you even talking about, bro?
Let me explain. Wanda, it's self-explanatory. She can just no more mutants, bro. Make Bro erase from existence. Boom! You won! Or for Bianca, she can make Bro forget about killing you. Better yet, killing in general. She's a siren.
God, dang, that boy good.
But yeah, in realistic terms, nobody is surviving Jason or Friday the 13th. And I ain't talking about Jason from Stranger Things 4. Now for the boogeyman himself. No John Wick. Michael Myers. Now, with Michael, it's kind of the same thing. Michael is legit just a serial killer. He doesn't really have motives for his kills.
Hell no!
He just does it for the love of the game.
Oh, hell no!
He's the type to walk through your front yard, all the way to the back door, somehow open said door, walk in your house, and stick you.
Oh my god!
My guy even offed his own sister. At the age of 6. But he is sick. He is literally superhuman. He's invincible. No invincible. He can tank shots like Juggernaut. You could be lighting Bro up with a VMP, ray gun, and he still get up.
Hell no!
At this point, you need a nuke to take out Michael. His endurance and stealth are insanity. Bro legit teleports places like he Nightcrawler. And I ain't talking about Avengers Doomsday. And all he wields as a weapon is a simple kitchen knife. He's low-key him. But yeah, do I have to explain to you why you're not winning these movies? Now, for the next horror movie, we have Jaws. Jaws is an American thriller where a great white shark terrorizes a small beach town, prompting a police chief, a marine biologist, and a shark hunter to team up and kill it. It's classified as a thriller, but many see it as horror. So, that's why it's on the list.
Really? Oh my god.
Now, y'all already know. Say it with me. let's talk about the things that can kill you. First off, the shark itself. But obviously, other than the shark, going into the beach too far, you're just writing the shark's menu.
I'm having fish tonight!
But he's gonna have a lot more than just fish.
No!
Or just bleeding in the ocean. It'll sense you. The slight smell of blood a mile away. While the shark geeking, it had Bruce geeking.
Hell no!
Then being on a ship or a boat trying to hunt down the shark can destroy the ship
Hell no!
and sink it.
Hell no!
And that's basically Jaws. Now look, you're probably like, Sensei, this is easy. I'm death surviving. Nah, let me put it like this. Obviously, all you have to do is get away from the beaches and stay out the water. But if you had to fight off the shark to save the beach and the townspeople, chances are you're not gonna survive. You'll need to know about the shark. You need to know the different patterns and habits it does for a potential attack. If not, you're cooked. No! And then harpoons. No happy wheels. If you don't know how to use harpoons or the strap, call it goodbye. And then lastly, if that shark starts sinking the ship, if you don't know how to swim, call it goodbye. Chances are you're not surviving Jaws. For the last movie this week, we have Scream. Scream is a slasher horror film where a masked killer, known as Ghostface, begins murdering teenagers in a small town of Woodsboro. High school student Sydney Prescott becomes the main target, and as the body count rises, Sydney and her friends try to uncover the killer's identity. But in a twist ending, it's revealed that the murderers are Sydney's boyfriend, Billy Loomis, and his friend, Stu Macher, both who are motivated by personal revenge and a thrill.
Hell no!
Now look, I did do Ghostface in that one video too. Horror characters I can easily beat, but that was more the actual character, face to face. Now with this, I'm explaining within the movie and movies the different things you must survive. But you already know what's coming. Let's talk about the things/characters that can kill you. First off, let's talk about Ghostface himself, or herself. Ghostface is a slasher killer, dressed up in a black cloak, no cloak and dagger, with a white ghost mask, wielding a kitchen knife. But they can have any weapon, depending on who Ghostface is. And Ghostface can be anyone. Everyone can put on the mask. No Spider-Man. Then the next thing. First of all, there's always a friend group in these movies, or a person of interest. So you need to find out who Ghostface is. And like I said, it could be anyone. Anyone. Now, in the movies, the Ghostface killers usually wait till the end of the movie to reveal themselves before they kill the main character. But if this is real life, chances are they don't have to wait.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
They could immediately gut you if they wanted to.
Delete that shit, bro. Delete it.
Then we have if you're associated with Sydney Prescott or Sam and Tara. I'ma just say it right now. You have a 50-50% chance of dying.
Not bad.
If you're in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the movie, there's a chance you're dead.
Damn.
If you're out and about or at home, alone, no Kevin, then you could get dropped.
Damn.
It could literally be anywhere, including a van on a college campus. If you know, you know. Especially going to a party.
Don't.
Then we have if someone is jealous of you in any way. That Ghostface will go to extreme lengths to kill you. And I ain't talking about extreme strips. Then we have if Ghostface is genuinely crazy and doing it because they're obsessed with the stab movies. And then lastly, if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, they could be Ghostface all along. What? And they could have had a vendetta against you that whole time.
Hell no!
Hell no. If you're not a detective or have heat vision detectors, motion detectors at your house, alarm set for your house, have a girlfriend or boyfriend, have a friend group suspicious to be Ghostface, go anywhere, especially a party, and are associated with Sam, Tara, and Sydney, you're not surviving the Scream movies. Horror movies. Movies that many grow to love, whilst many shrivel in terror. Movies that spike your heart rate, just like your crush. Movies with the sole purpose of entertaining with pure horror. I'm Sensei KLX, and today we're gonna be talking about horror movies nobody is surviving. Let's start it off with Alien Romulus.
Oh, hell no!
Let's go.
Alien Romulus is a horror movie in the Alien franchise, where a group of colonists are trying to escape a dystopian world/corporation. They do this by infiltrating an abandoned space station to find supplies to help them get to a better world. But little do they know the horrors they're about to face when doing so. I'm talking this behemoth of a creature. This, my friend, is a xenomorph. And this is what our crew fight. 7-foot lanky-eyed giraffe of an alien. Thing has a mouth inside a mouth.
Hey, yo!
Freaky behind concoction of a Blackwater and Pearl.
What?
Head looking like a bicycle seat. But for real, let's get to our crew. We gonna talk about these pesky aliens later. Now, to start it off, we got Rain, aka Fancast Ellie, the literal final girl of this movie. Sydney Prescott who? Who? Nah, I'm just playing. Sydney is the final girl. Sigourney is the final girl.
Ain't that right? You ain't lying.
Now next up, we got Andy, Rain's android brother. And I ain't talking about Detroit Become Human. The way some of these characters were treated, bro, definitely made me think of Detroit. I'm looking at you, motherfucker. Next, we have Tyler. He's basically the group leader. And then there's Navarro. She's just there. Literally, just there. She doesn't do anything except get gripped up by a facehugger. More on that later. But don't get me started on Bjorn. F this guy. This is sick. He was the one messing with Andy. The way he was treating Brody made me want to beat bro up like Casey beating up the Daishi in Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Hell no! Hell no!
And last, but certainly not least, Kay, aka Isabella. Merced, mi amor, mi corazón, my beloved.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
What they do to her in this movie is unwarranted and unnecessary. And then to make everything worse, bless this poor soul's heart, she's pregnant too! Oh my mama, yeah, more on her story later. Now, let me get to what actually happens in this movie. Tyler, Andy, and Bjorn go into the space station, right? They go in looking for the supplies they need. Now, Rain, Navarro, and Kay stay back on the ship. Everything's cool, right? Nah! These three get stuck in a room with a huge wall of facehuggers. And they all slowly start hatching. Oh my god! Rain and Navarro find this out and wasted no time. They book it to the station like they Barry and Wally. And now, you're probably wondering, where's Kay? What's up with Isabella? Yeah, she's taking a good long nap. And you know why? Because right before this, Rain found out Kay was preggy. Not Peggy, preggy. Kay wasn't feeling well and threw up, so she's out of commission. Keep this in mind. They escape the room, but all of the facehuggers start jumping out like grasshoppers.
It's an African American grasshopper.
Hell nah! And as they're all running, Navarro is the one the plot chooses to get the face treatment. Whoa! And after a cool 3 minutes, they get that hugger off her face. But it's already too late. That little nigga left an egg inside Shawty. And you know what that means. Her chest is about to blow like me when it came to do. Andy like, nah, she can't get back on that ship. Navarro like, nah, I'm leaving. And Bjorn helps her on the ship, leaving Tyler, Andy, and Rain on the station.
I've been feeling pain, just to hold on.
And this is the start of Kay's tragic story within this movie. Navarro literally runs into the cockpit and starts turning everything on. No coal, no electricity. Kay starts waking up like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Shawty just woke up. She disoriented. You know them naps you take and it feels worse than actual sleep? You wake up with marks all over your face? She don't know what's happening. She woke up still thinking they looking for supplies. Nah! Next thing you know, Navarro starts choking, gasping for air like SpongeBob needed water.
I need it!
Coughing like Patrick in air. Kay like, oh my god, are you okay? Does she look okay? Then Navarro's chest starts pulsing outward, and she shines a light through it, and you can see the baby xenomorph chilling.
Oh my god!
Navarro starts foaming at the mouth and starts collapsing. Got Kay overstimulated, confused. Then Kay says, Navarro, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. About to make me shed a tear. No, God of War. Kay starts calling for help to Bjorn like Luke is calling Erica to help with Max and Stranger Things. But then the worst begins. As Navarro quivers, she kicks the ship lever forward, which starts the thrusters.
What?
Sending them forward across the station. And then the moment happens. Navarro's chest finally opens, with wine spilling out, spraying all over Kay's face. And when I tell you, Isabella Merced lets out one of the most gut-wrenching screams ever, I mean it. Listen. And as she screams, the ship bangs into the station, knocking her and Bjorn out. Kay literally wakes up to this and quickly takes another nap. The baby xenomorph starts peering through. Nasty app behind that being. But that thing's starting to come out, and you know what that means.
Oh hell no!
Meanwhile, these three still on the station. They have no idea what's happening on the ship. All they know is that the ship flew around the station. So now they on the way to help. No Iron Legion.
Send in the Iron Legion.
This quadrant is unsafe. We are here to help.
And as they on their way to getting back to the ship, they come across the room filled with all the face huggers.
Ain't no way, bro.
Them n***s relocated like somebody getting evicted out of Big Brother. But the f***ed up part about all of this is that this is where they have to go through.
What?
Really? Oh my god.
But that black chocolate android Andy comes in clutch. Andy comes in handy. He finds out that facehuggers detect heat signatures.
Huh?
For the ones in the back that don't understand what I just said, they detect your aura. Cause they blind. They can't see. So if they program the room to heat up to their bodies, then they'll coast on by them huggers. All Haley Steinfeld coast. Smooth sailing. However, the most subtle changes in body movement, or just internally, can alter body temperature. So no sweating, no goosebumps. R.L. Stein, I love you. No nothing. Keep that and sound in mind. Cause the motherfuckers can hear. No dogs. So as they start walking through the room, we cut back to Kay on the ship, waking up for the second time. Shawty wastes no numbers and starts making a run for it. But as soon as she cuts into the corridor, she sees it. The alien nutty. The Zenutty. Because I forgot to mention, y'all, these aliens, once they burst out the chest, they literally grow to be an adult within minutes of birth.
Stop the cap.
And right when Kay starts to back up, a hand claps her on the mouth from out of nowhere. Come to find out, it's Bjorn's musty-ass hand. But he like, shh, I got this. And walks over, pulls out his taser stick, and sticks it in the Zenny. But he digs in like he Bob the Builder. Yellow blood starts pouring out, burning the pipes, adding another con to the list. The xenomorph's blood is acidic. It's acid. One touch on skin, it's over. Kay like, okay, let's just go. And starts pulling Buddy. But he like, nah. He trying to see his good work. Or so we thought.
What's that supposed to mean?
Kay sprints to the door like the company, while that man Bjorn's still looking at the Zenny. And as Buddy's about to back off, a stinger pops out and sticks him in the face.
Damn.
Got Buddy scrambling like a fish on land, scrambling on the floor like Marlon and Dory. The Zinni acid starts dripping on Buddy, boiling bro's skin. The acid's too much for bro, and he literally dies right then and there.
Damn.
I mean, f that guy.
I know that's right.
However, Kay ain't feeling too good. She feeling like Tom Holland. Kay, it's okay. F that guy. Get Agent K to neuralize you, make you forget about Bjorn. Besides, you got a baby to look after. I just found out the baby dad to Kay's baby is f***ing Bjorn. You're probably wondering, why do you sound like that? It's because they're f***ing cousins. That's why they were looking like that in that one scene. That's f***ing why. Like, gang, what had to have happened for y'all to think this is okay? They was sitting there, cracking, and you know in the back of their mind, they like,
nah, we cousins.
Michael B. Jordan said it best. Also, shout out to my little bro for that joke. But anyway, Kay starts clicking every button like she fighting someone on Mortal Kombat. And as she's button mashing, a xenomorph slowly starts pushing out the Zinni. But he being born right now. That Adam Warlock better not have anything to do with this.
Born again!
Kay sees this and acts even more urgently. Shawty starts radioing Tyler to help with opening the door. But little does she know that he's very, very occupied at the moment. Like, lil sis, I'm about to die because of you right now. Acting like Skull to Beldandy and Oh My Goddess. I gotta stay quiet. Though, Tyler quietly tells Kay to get the key. And as she starts opening the door, the xenomorph slips out the Zinni. No slippers. But he starts aura farming. Got Shorty petrified. She opens the door running backwards like Mater driving back. She runs out and trips. It's not a horror movie if nobody tripped. And I ain't talking about Time Force. She falls down, taking a tumble. My baby Kay. Poor Kay. Isabella. Stop! Rain, Tyler, and Andy hear the impact. Got Rain perplexed, and Tyler quaking. That was loud. And then on top of that, we cut to Tyler getting goosebumps and crying. Y'all remember what I said? His temperature!
What?
Them little can detect him now.
What?
Andy looks over and hits us with a mean one-liner. Run. Everybody starts booking. Dashing down the hall like it's a track meet. Dashing like Dash. The facehuggers start jumping out like Tetramice. All Ratchet and Clank. Chasing them fast as like it's Temple Run. You can't tell me this isn't terrifying. Look at how thunderously fast they are. Hell no! Tyler chucks a light to the side to distract them. But that ain't do shit. They keep coming. Spawning in like COD zombies. Andy in front like the line leader. He gets to the door and starts to close it. Rain jumps in, but Tyler's still a football field away. But he starts putting pedal to the metal and starts running like he in the NFL. Adrenaline, fueling bro. The door zips almost shut as Tyler slides right in. He almost didn't make that shit. Rain's like, Andy, you almost closed the door on him. Then this gonna say, yes, precisely. But I didn't. I calculated the exact course. According to my calculations, head ass? This don't care? Then we cut to everyone heading in another room. Lucky to be alive. Now, speaking of lucky being alive, we cut again to Kay waking up for the third time.
Oh my god.
Woman, at this point, just stay asleep.
Yes.
Taking naps like the Insectosaurus from Monsters vs. Aliens. The station sprinkler system turns on in the room, raining on Kay. No rain. She jumps down and starts crawling under a platform. And as she starts making leeway, a loud-ass thud strikes the platform from above. And we find out it's the xenomorph. Kay stops in her tracks, like a deer in headlights, shivering. The xenomorph starts looking for Kay, like the Wendigo looking for Sam in Until Dawn. Shawty is shaking. But by the grace of God, the xenomorph crawls away. Kay, this is your chance! She gets down, looks around, and finds a door across the room. She blitzes to the door and starts trying to open it with no luck.
Oh my gosh!
Shawty needs Lucky Charms. She needs a mojo bag from Andy and Sinners. And right as Kay turns around, Tyler bangs on the window from the other side. Got Kay spooked. But she looks over and realizes it's him. Kay like, let me in, let me in, let me in! Sounded like Charlie D'Amelio.
Let me in, please.
Tyler like, Andy, please open the door. Andy like, I got you. Andy walks over and puts his finger over the button. But he stops and starts walking back. Rain and Tyler like, Andy, what are you doing? Right when Andy was about to open the door, he peeped a xenomorph chilling in the corner, waiting to strike. Rain and Tyler start pleading. Andy like, if I open that door, the creature will annihilate us all. Tyler ain't having it. He starts begging for him to open the door. Rain quickly looks over to Andy and says, Andy, she's pregnant. Tyler looks back appalled, astonished. He didn't know. Tyler walks to Andy and gets on his knees begging. Rain goes to the window to reassure Kay that he'll open the door. But right as she does, the xenomorph appears behind Kay. And without a second's notice, the xenomorph stings her and takes her away from the door.
No! No!
Why?
No!
Isabella!
No!
That man Tyler runs to the window and starts screaming and banging. Rain in disbelief. She looks at Andy with tears in her eyes and slaps him across the face. She covers her mouth and falls down with tears cascading down her face. Andy's like, we'd all be dead if I had. Rain just sits there in silence, wondering why Andy would do something like this. Just shocked and bewildered. So there's this misconception about bullying Pennywise. People say all you have to do is just bully him and he'll become weak, shriveling up like SpongeBob.
No.
Even I thought this was the case. But nah, it's a whole lot more to it.
Really? Oh my god.
Let's start it off with Pennywise himself. Pennywise is an extra-dimensional entity from the Macroverse, with the true form of a spider-looking behind creature.
Oh, hell no!
It crash-landed onto Earth and laid there dormant for millions of years.
Damn.
Eventually, Derry, Maine, aka worse than Gotham Derry, Maine, was built right on top of Buddy.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg.
Every 27 years, the creature comes out of hibernation and feasts on the fear of Derry inhabitants.
Hell no!
We getting out of here!
Get out of
Derry.
now!
Please, anywhere but Derry.
Anywhere but Derry.
But Pennywise has a way of not making you leave. It can shapeshift, with its most famous form being Pennywise. It has super speed, teleportation. It can use the fears of the victim to cause them to have hallucinations.
Hell no!
Telepathy, mind control, immortality.
Oh my god!
Buddy is unstoppable. But this is where people think we can beat him. From seeing the movies, many people think just flat out bullying Pennywise will weaken him and shrivel him up. All I gotta do is not be scared of bro, right? No! That's not at all how it works. But Sensei, they literally show the characters in the movie bully him. That works. No. This is how it actually works. Now, there's this thing called The Shining.
Huh?
The Shining is basically a power that includes telepathy, being able to see future events, perceive things that already happened. But it's even more than that. The Shining can develop in people differently. People can be empaths, feeling others' emotions. It can heal in a sense. No, Luna Snow! Yeah! The Losers Club in the movie have the Shine. Hence why they stayed together as a group and defeated Pennywise. So the short answer, you better have the Shine. If not, you're cooked. Big P ain't gonna let you slide. Bullying ain't gonna work. He's just gonna look at you like you're finished. So moral of the story, if you don't have the Shine, nobody's surviving Pennywise.
SpongeBob, tickle him!
Stranger Things, one of the biggest and best shows ever made. My personal favorite show.
That is my vibe.
With season 5 around the corner, I thought, why not make a video on season 1 of the show? Specifically, if you can survive.
Oh,
So, without further ado, Can you survive Stranger Things?
Nah. Let's go.
Let me give you a rundown on Season 1. Set in the small town of Hawkins, Indiana, in 1983, Season 1 of the show begins with this mysterious disappearance of 12-year-old Will Byers. As his friends search for him, they encounter 11.
The goat!
A strange, silent girl with telekinetic abilities who has escaped from a secret government lab.
Oh, hell no!
And to make it worse, within the lab, there lies an alternate dimension, the Upside Down, with a creature called the Demogorgon. No. To make things even more wicked. No wicked. Will's mother becomes convinced he's communicating with her through flickering lights. And then it's revealed that Will is trapped in the same dangerous alternate world. Hunted by the Demogorgon, the kids, Joyce, and Police Chief Hopper work together to rescue him, while 11 ultimately faces the creature in a climactic battle.
Tension is definitely rising right now.
So now, with it explained, let's talk about what exactly you need to survive. So off rip, you have to worry about being kidnapped at night.
Whoa.
Especially if you a jit.
What the f?
Biking around the lab is a no-go. Will got swooped up and into the Upside Down.
Oh, hell no.
Then you'll have to worry about the secret lab. If you decide you want to be curious and venture into the lab, be expected to get knocked out, no Ali, or worse, get killed. What? These don't play. And if you somehow do get in, you gotta worry about the portal to the Upside Down, along with the Demogorgon. Let's dive more into the Demogorgon. No. The Demogorgon is a 9-foot tall creature with a flower head filled with straight teeth when open.
No!
It has claws, can create its own portals, and I'm talking out of walls.
No.
This thing is the reason MFers are going missing. This creature got Will. So you'll have to watch out for Buddy in the wilderness. If you watch a lot of Coyote Peterson, you'll def be brave out there. This thing is a predator, so it likes to be alone. And it's alerted by the smell of blood. So make sure you're not bleeding. No Scarlet from MK11. Then lastly, we get to if you find 11. If you find her and decide to shelter her and keep her safe, you're putting yourself at risk.
Oh my gosh!
Those government agents are desperately looking for her and will kill. Yes, kill.
Oh my god!
No! To get her. Rip my boy Benny. So if you have her, be careful, or you'll be waking up next to Black Widow.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
Okay, I told you what to survive. Now let's talk about how you would survive this. First of all, like I said, don't go biking around or being out alone at night. Make sure you're with a group of friends or family.
Yes, indeed, and yes, indeed, and yes, indeed.
Also, make sure you know about D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. If not, you're cooked.
What?
I'm not interested.
If you don't know, then you won't know 90% of what's going on with the Upside Down.
Damn.
Next, don't go to the lab. Do not stay away from the conspiracies. Next, if you find 11 and decide to shelter her, I ain't gonna lie, you might be cooked. But if you want to be savage, then turn her in immediately.
No!
Whoa! Now with the Demogorgon, you again might be cooked. Unless you can make a trap, set it on fire outside somewhere. If not, you're finished. You're gonna be in the meal with the shrimp that fried the rice. Shrimp. Also again, if you're bleeding, it's over. Then, if you're in Joyce's point of view, looking for her son, or just someone you love in general, you'll have to convince Hopper and show Buddy proof that you ain't crazy. Y'all gonna have to get into the lab somehow. Make an agreement to go save your loved one. You have to be a detective, know how to use the strap, make a nail baseball bat. You'll need 11 to help you. You'll need so much. So the chances of you surviving season 1 is low. Unless you for real can do a good portion of these things. But chances are, you can. All in all, you're not surviving Stranger Things. But how do you think you'll survive? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's lock in. After Carl the Cupcake was trying to nip this man's knees, Mike finally walking out the door limping is looking for Gabby. I call her Gabby because she the goat. So he's like, Abby, where you at? This man, William Atkin, pulled up so cold. Bro looked like he was just coming out of his room after Thanksgiving after everybody left.
Well, everybody's gone.
I thought the day never come.
Bro really just looks like a menace.
I am a menace. Keep me a ratchet like tennis.
Bro got Mike walking backwards. Bro about to send Mike to Weenie Hut Juniors. Afton like, alright bro, come on, love. And then Mike said,
You trying to get sticky with the blicky?
Then Afton said,
Trying to get freaky or what?
Afton way too big for that. Bro pulls it out anyway. And tases bro. Got bro posing like he getting drawn by Jack from Titanic.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
Bro ate that like he Cole from Infamous. Swiped it away like it's nothing. Then gave bro the meanest stare. Then ran at him like he black. Bro ran at him like he don't got an ID. This wasn't necessary. Nah, bro, roll it like that one guy from Unaccompanied Minors. Now watch this part and imagine Mike was black though.
What do you mean by that?
After bro pushed him across the map, Afton just started laying it on him.
Just leave it alone.
Got bro crawling around like he about to get hit by a dodgeball. And then pulls the I killed your brother card. I'm still mad Loki went out like that.
First I killed your brother, now I killed you.
Bro's trying so hard to be Ghostface with that voice modulator. Mike's fed up. Who the hell? After like,
I'ma kill you, bro.
Are you in the car?
I'm in the car, cuz.
Then bro, Liu Kang kicks bro. Like, was this actually necessary? Bro kicked him like he's the hero.
Got a 21 gun salute for your dead ass.
Bro look like he gonna drive off after this. Bro got his foot on the gas.
Tell me to lean, tell me to lean, tell me to lean, taking on the magic.
Bro really kicked him to sleep, bruh. It's not over though. Afton, just by talking, wakes up the animatronics. What is this, the Avengers, bro? Like, go back to sleep. Especially Carl. Nobody wanted you up. Mike's still slumped. I'm convinced bro's just dead. And they still walking. Bro's like, I want your sister.
Little ones tell me you have a sister.
Why did bro break his neck? Then bro did the Ghostface swipe. Oh nah, he's too connected. What's going on? Just when you think everything is gone.
That's enough.
Supergirl, I mean,
Vanessa, life goes on, Nino.
saves the day.
You're not kidding, Dad.
Then Afton pulls off the Oh, he is Ghostface.
I'll be right back.
I always come back.
So it starts out with Mike trying to slither through the vent, just like how I be trying to slither in that And while he's doing that, Bonnie black eye, because he's black in the movie, like, oh gang, somebody over there. Bonnie turned his head like he saw the rooftop girl from the GTA 6 trailer.
Damn.
Yo, Bonnie, I like that girl behind you, don't make it obvious. Mike banging on the vent finally knocks it down and starts to make his way to the stage. Mike hitting that new Fortnite movement. Then Bonnie like, yo, look over there, stupid ass bear, look! Bonnie was actually giving him pointers. And then you got Freddy over here looking at bro been back like he that one teacher. Like, I'm trying to do my work, I don't want your meat in my face. And with Bonnie being on demon time, he probably looked freaky ass Bunny talking about how big was the gap. Mike still creeping up while Bonnie still laying it on Freddy. Man, Freddy just turned around.
Oh my god,
Great job, Freddy. You missed him. And then he leaked on you. What? See, this is what you deserve.
So you know me now. Taking a trip to Kelly now. Kelly take you out the draw.
So it starts out with Tara taking a puff. And then the phone ringing. Me personally, I would just let it ring like Selena Gomez said.
Take it or leave it. Baby, take it.
Wait, that's the wrong song. She's texting her friend Amber like, yo, what's going on with this landline? She gonna say, is Wes still bugging you? Like, since when was Power Rangers canon the Scream? You know, cause Wes from Power Rangers. Jenna's like,
I can't take it anymore.
And finally grabs the phone. We not gonna act like that turn wasn't fine as hell. She grabs the phone and she's like, hello? Bro starts spitting game like left and right. Bro like, yo, what's up, shawty? You like my Batman bed in the back? Ew, no, stop. What's wrong, shawty? I brought you into my room. Wait, they supposed to be on the phone.
Hello?
My tip creaming right now. My tip sticky. It's a real sticky.
Whoa! Hey!
Bill, what did I tell you about editing my videos? I'm sorry it's been so long. Bro, this is why I kicked you out of the office.
I'm so sorry about that. Now let's get to what really happened.
Hello?
Hey Jenna, it's Sensei. I just thought you was really fine.
No, she's not available. May I take a message?
When I heard that, I was crushed. Imagine you make videos about somebody for a year, and the moment you get in contact with them, they reject you. And as she heard my cries of pain and agony, she hung up. Everything I did for this woman, it all led to this.
Bro, she doesn't know who you are.
You right. So Ghostface is on the other line. It's either Richie or Amber. I forgot which one it was. So I had to get to the bottom of this. Who attacked Tara? Where the fuck? So it was Amber. So while they're chatting and yapping, Tara's starting to think it's her mom's new boyfriend. And Amber, you know, she gonna keep egging it on, being like, oh my god, seriously? When she knows damn well she's the one kicking her feet on the phone. Amber, you long slimy slug. You think you slick, and I ain't talking about Agent K calling Agent J slick.
Cool, whatever you say, Slick.
Like you really a slimy West Indian eel. You just like Randall with his purple eye. You had this beautiful woman Tara believing in that you was a beautiful human.
Do you have your extra inhaler? Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay. Hi.
Yeah, you better leave the room. And then they go back to chatting and yapping, but this time they talk about scary movies.
Perfect.
Yes, excellent.
So Slimy Slug brings up Stab, the movie franchise within the movie franchise. And as we start getting... Wait. Is she making oatmeal? Nah. Cause oh my good shit really is oatmeal. She's making me want to get my own. There's no oatmeal. But the fact that she's making oatmeal, and she said it's for me, just adds on to the list on why we love her. Hey, you know me, I'm a sucker for oatmeal. I love my peaches and cream.
If you don't get back to the video.
Alright, this guy think I'm playing.
You've been beating this girlfriend. Get out my office. Get your butt. Nah, you asked for this. Wait, what are you doing? I warned you several times. Wait. I'll get out the office and I'll be on my way. You say that every time. Wait, please. Now crawl out the office like a zombie. Now. I'll shoot again. No. Okay. I'm gonna leave all that in the video too.
I'm back. Had to handle some business again. Let's get back to where we were.
Have you ever seen Stab?
As Slimy Slug is talking about Stab, she goes down the tropes, especially the opening scene. She's talking about, you live in Woodsboro. How do you not know about this movie?
Well, your mother loves that movie. She talks about it all the time in group.
Then she's like, how well do you know the original?
I don't know. It was like super 90s.
And then she asks, do you remember the beginning?
Not really. I mean, it started with the kill scene, right? They always started with the kill scene.
That's right. She says, it's a girl home alone. She answers the wrong number and starts to talk with the killer who wants to play a game. And then she says, would you like to play a game, Tara? Nah, that got mad intense. But obviously, one would be confused if you hear this on the phone. Tara's like, what the hell? And drops the phone just like how Norbert got dropped off by his parents. YouTube, this is a fake baby. This is a movie. Like a normal human, not like these other horror characters, Tara has the genius idea to lock the doors. If this was any other character or horror movie, they would not be this smart. You already know, if it was somebody else, they would have been like, nah, this is a prank. I'm gonna call that person back.
Are you dumb? Why are you calling me back? I'm about to kill you.
It's either that or they keep tripping. Like, how are you tripping? You're tripping on air. Like, get it together. Use your brain. I mean, I get it. That makes scenes more entertaining, but it's refreshing to see somebody use their brain.
I know that's right.
Say it again, sweetie.
I know that's right.
I'm so mad I didn't get to try Sweetie's McDonald's collab. The Sweetie sauce, the Sweetie burger, the Sweetie fries. I mean, back in the day, I did try the Travis Scott burger, but we're getting off track. After Tara locked the doors, she goes to text Slimy Slug, yeah, that's sticking, and says, yo, that was a psycho. I'm locking the doors. Then Randall has the audacity to ask, are you okay? And then calls the phone again. Like, you know she grinning hella hard on the other line. And I'm not even talking about Joker smiling. I'm talking about Batman smiling. And you know Batman, when he smiles, it gets wild. Bars. He's gonna beat you into a bloody pulp and make sure your whole crew is watching. And then hit you with the, I'm vengeance. I'm vengeance. Actually, what's scarier? Batman laughing or Spider-Man not joking or smiling? you're dead either way. And if I see a wild Spider-Man, best believe I'm running. So Theo from Turbo calls the phone and dares text.
You should answer it.
I'm sorry, do you know my skin color? You already know, people of my skin color are out, dipping, booking. If I was Tara, I would have been out the house by now. Barry's a real nigga. He gets it. Look at him. Look at that smirk. Boom. He flashing and cashing. Yeah, Tara, I'm gonna give you some blackness though. Tara's like, how do you know my landline is ringing? And real quick, let's just give Jenna her applause for her acting. The subtle fear in her face and her eyes. She is so good at what she does. Hi? Oh, thank you. Sup? Tara's like, Amber? Mind you, this is still all of her work. She gonna say, this isn't Amber. Like, bro, we know it's you. It's like that one friend trying to prank you and they're bad at it and you know it's them. Is this the Krusty Krab? Head eye.
No, this is Patrick!
But through Tara's eyes, as soon as she said, this isn't Amber, her whole body grew cold. Just like Vecna haunting Max, your body grows still, cold. And then you see that clock. I'm still mad Chrissy died, but back to Tara. Then Amber has the audacity to say that! And like a smart person, Tara's like, 911. But the second she types in 9, another message.
Answer the phone or Amber dies.
And the W human Tara is, with no question, hightails it for her friend. I don't know what type of friend you call this. Hightailing it and picks up the phone.
This isn't fucking funny, Amber.
I told you, this isn't Amber.
Seriously, what type of friend is this? And this is exactly why I call her Slimy Slug. She sends a pre-recorded video of her outside her window. Wait, hold on, Mikey. Hold on, Mikey.
What?
Hold on, it's not what it looks like. Wait,
No! Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
Look. I can't say that another beautiful woman is beautiful. Like what? Like, look at Mikey. Oh my goodness. Tara's like, what do you want? Then Welcome to Act 3 says, I told you I wanted to play a game. Ghostface!
Shut the f*** up, Sensei KLX. Jenna is mine. You a simp. A simp. You stay away from her. Stop making your videos about her. She's mine. Or I'll get you like a fish just like I did Sydney.
Sydney? Okay, let's get back to the video. Amber's like, stab 1. Trivia. Me, myself, and I would have been out the window. Straight good burger action. Then Slug Queen just starts going wild.
3 rounds. You call the cops, she dies. You get a question wrong, she dies. Her parents aren't home. I can be in that room in 15 seconds.
I mean, I'll give it to her. She got them Air Force is on.
How tough are you?
And again, let's highlight Jenna's act. She is, look at her face. Like, look at this.
I told you I don't know these movies. I don't ask me about something I do know. Ask me about It Follows.
You jerk! The trivia starts and the yapping and clapping, chatting and yapping starts. And she pulls off being so confused. Amazing.
The chick from TV.
And Amber's like,
that chick from TV is not gonna cut it.
and then the horror in her eyes. You ever think of something and you're like, I'm gonna do that in my head, and then it just disappears? Then you're sitting there thinking about, wait, what was I about to say, or what was I about to do? Tara, I think you got the answer.
Oh, Gail Weathers.
What? No.
It is Gail Weathers.
Tell him to subscribe. Not this again.
Shut up already. Just know I can pick up the microphone on your phone and hear everything you say. So stop being mean to my sister. Oh, shit.
Wait, sister? Oh. Sister? Tara finds out it's
Gail Weathers. It is Gail Weathers, you motherfucker.
Correct.
And then she starts cheating, but you gotta do what you gotta do in this situation.
Hexagram.
Correct.
The face of pure bliss and relief. Then she gonna say,
Now for the final question. Who was the killer in Stab 1?
but you know Tara got it.
She's got it! She's got it! You got it, man! We ain't come all this way for nothing, girl.
It's Billy Loomis.
Tara, but that's just not correct.
What?
See, the rain is nice, but see, I don't really like getting wet.
The correct answer is Billy Loomis and Stu Mocker. There are 2 killers in the original stab.
Tara.
I'm afraid someone's gotta die now.
No, Amber, I'm coming.
Even after losing, she goes after her friend. Give me a Tara or a Mabel in my life. She a fighter forever. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's go back real quick. She grabs a kitchen knife and she starts booking it to the door. And as she opens the door, there she is! Slug Queen stabs Tara, and Tara ate that. Then hit Amber with the wombo combo. Yeah, keep punching her. All the pain she put you through.
At your door like a package. Pulled up late, so you know I'm getting active. From my bro hold a clank, cause I gotta keep it ratchet.
Everything's okay, Tara. We're good. Everything is. Oh, this is the smartest horror movie character. Look at that. Police call. She picks up the knife, and then Amber just keeps hitting the door. Like, no, I'm not letting you in the stall. I'm still taking a shit. Then it just stops. Amber somehow disabled the locks. Tara locks it back, and then Amber unlocks it again, and then keeps doing it. This is the last time. What type of friend? This isn't even a friend. This is a psycho. Like, what? Why are you scaring? How long did you wait? How long were they friends? And then she did this. Let's give Jenna another round of applause. Look at her emotion just walking to the phone. She looks actually scared. This is how you act. Look at this. This is how you act. So I literally looked up who was on the phone with Tara. So apparently it was Richie. But I'm gonna keep saying it's Amber.
Please stop.
Do you think I made it inside your house before you could rearm?
Remember what I told you, Tara. Yeah, Tara, I'm gonna give you some blackness, though. You have the black. Now use it. Survive this. Moral of the story, she survived. Ghostface brought the horror, but Tara brought the fight, the drive. She is a survivor. I hope you enjoyed this video, and with that being said, until later.
I think it's cute.
We got Nancy digging in her locker, only to see a note that says, "Meet me in the bathroom," from the one and only Freaky Steve. Then we cut to these 2 face-eating cephalopods just scrambling on the wall. Bro took spicy sweet too literally. We all know these Doritos bang. This is not my Jack and Rose. Steve, I gotta go to class. Nancy, we should do something tonight. My parents not gonna be home till 12:68. No, I gotta study. No, Steve's freaky ass was mad. Then bro's like, yo, let me help you study. I'll be over 8:85. We'll just chill in my car and make sure it's nice and quiet.
Steve, I have to study.
Well, why do you think I want it to be nice and quiet?
Yeah, you already know Nancy folded from that, and you knew it worked because she gave the Addy. Steve like, oh yeah. She like, this is for study purposes only, and then walks out the door. Steve like, I'm about to get something tonight. His job is accomplished. Hitting that, I'm out of here. Meanwhile, Mama Wheeler like, nobody leaving the house until Will is found. Bullshit. Nancy, that's not how you talk at the dinner table. All this because Mike's friend got lost in the woods. This is Will's fault? Nancy, take that back. No!
You're just pissed off because you want to hang out with Steve.
Nah, Mike, that was federal. Steve? Who is Steve?
Her new boyfriend. You are such a dude.
And with that, Nancy's up to her room. Later that same night, Mike is, strolling out of the house because they just found a lead on Will's, disappearance. And as he's strolling out, this man, Freaky Steve, is trying to climb up the roof. And Mike's like, bruh, oh my god. And look at Steve's face. He's like, nothing to see here. It's funny how Mike just strolls off. He's like, bro, come on. That man Steve is determined to get some. Bro felt the potential in the bathroom session. Bro could not wait. Then you got Nancy getting her studying cards together. Then bro knocks on the window. Nancy like, what the hell is this guy doing here?
What are you crazy? Nah, Nance, I'm just trying to get some of that poop on. It'll be alright. Let me just get in here real quick.
Steve, what are you just... No! So yeah, they actually study. Until bro starts zoning in. Look at this. He's saying every time you get a question right, I have to take off an item of clothing. And if she gets it wrong, then you know. This is exactly why I call him Freaky Steve. And you know Nancy gonna fall for it. She right here. She taking Steve trying to reenact what they did in the bathroom. But worse. I'm not even kidding. After 10 seconds, Nancy finally like,
Steve, we can't be doing this. My parents are downstairs.
Then he gonna say, that's funny. I don't hear them.
Whoa! Whoa!
And then Nancy's like, oh, so this is what you wanted. This is all you wanted. You just wanted to get a taste of the sundae. And then Steve flips it all the way around. He's like, you're not like any other girl I've had.
You know, you're so cute when you lie.
Yeah, that boy Rizzy. Then bro pulls out the teddy bear from the mystery box and starts talking with it and then just keeps rizzing, bro. Look at her face. And then goes back to studying like nothing happened. Man!
Day 2.
So it's the next day, and you know, Mike's gotta get the Eggos for, 11 in the basement. So bro starts devouring that shit. Nah, but this is how people be thinking I eat. Like, my brother be saying I inhale the food. I'm like, bro, I'm just hungry. Like, he be savoring the food, like, to the point where it get cold. I'm like, bro, eat! No, I won't lie, though. I could, like, knock down, like, 4 tacos at least. I'm on that phantom timing.
Where the cookies at?
Nah, I'm playing, but I eat. Nancy's like, ooh, you're disgusting. And here we go with Mike being the L-mans again.
Did you do a lot of studying last night? Yeah.
I mean, Nancy was studying, but Steve was in there, And then Mike's like, what was your test on again? Human anatomy? What did you just say? You heard what I said. What's going on? Nothing. And then they slowly go back to eating.
A few inches later.
We pick up with Nancy and Barb in school, and Barb's running down the chemistry words for the test. The same words that Nancy was just studying with. And speak of the devil, Steve just snatches it out of her hand. Like, dang, bro, have some manners. And then to make it even worse, one of Steve's friends gives her a wet willy. No! Good thing Steve becomes a, fan favorite later on in the series. Anyway, Steve's like, you got this, Nance. You got the test. And then scraps that and is like, nah, I got something important to say.
I'm not interested.
Steve's basically talking about how his parents are gonna be out of town. And he's like, yo, Nancy, you trying to come over? Other shorty talking about, there's no parents. It's a big house. And Nancy's like, oh, this a party. And Steve happy as hell. He like, yeah. Hey. And Nancy's like, it's a Tuesday, though.
Tuesday, oh my. Come on.
Like, wow, buddy, that was so funny. That guy right there can eat a whole bag of... Disclaimer, I am talking about the character, not the actor. The actor did his job amazing. But Steve's talking about how it's gonna be low-key, it's just gonna be them. And right before Nancy says yes or no, we see Jonathan Byers hanging up a Will Missing poster. They're all like, oh, that's depressing. Making jokes and stuff, but Nancy, she wants to check on him. As Jonathan puts in the last pen, Nancy is by his side, and she talks to him about how, unfortunate and sad it is. And she even includes the group on caring when they don't.
Everyone's thinking about you.
The fact that she even came over to talk to him about it is just amazing. This is slowly building up their relationship.
A few moments later.
After Nancy successfully lies to her mom, talking about there being an assembly for Will, Mama Wheeler like, what? I didn't hear about this. Then Nancy gonna say,
I thought you knew.
And the fact that she actually fell for this, Mama Wheeler, you can't be serious. Mike's sitting at the end of the table like this. Mom, are you serious? So she lets Nancy go, and yeah, as you can see, Nancy said yes to the party. But let's rewind real quick.
Yeah. It's rewind time.
So we're back to where Barb and Nancy are in the car. Barb's like, I don't think this is a good idea, Nance. Nancy's like, lighten up, Barb. Like, at least be happy for me that I'm about to get laid.
This isn't you, Nance. This isn't you.
Man, all Barb wanted was the best for you, Nance. We'll come back to these two later. We pick up with Jonathan hearing a scream in the distance, just to find out it's them having the party. And you know what got Jonathan going? Because his brother's missing. And we cut to them having fun, I guess. Classic party things. Nancy trying to get in on the fun, I guess, while Barb is just not having it at all. Like, imagine you're at a party or like some gathering and you're just sitting there like in the corner like, bro, I don't want to be here. Got me feeling like Leah from Inside. We understand, Barb. We understand. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, you got Jonathan out here taking pics.
Yeah, you're gonna get sued.
Taking pics of literally everyone. Yeah, nah, Jonathan, this kind of crazy, though. And while he's doing that, they start getting wet. Whoa! Everybody start jumping in. These two are trying to reenact the part with Jack and Rose in the car. And while they splashing around, bro's still taking flicks.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
A few inches later.
After they're all out the pool, they start drying up. Steve's like, all right, let's go get you some new clothes. And Nancy right behind them. She ready. That man Steve running up the stairs all happy and stuff. Bro finally about to get some. But right before Nancy's about to go up the stairs, Barb comes out of nowhere like, yo, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Nowhere. Just upstairs to change.
You know damn well you're not just going up there to change. You already know it's about to get devious. And then to make it all worse.
Why don't you go ahead and go home?
What was our friendship for, Nancy? What was it all for? Just to end our friendship over Steve? Justice for Barb, justice for Barb. She did not deserve this. After Nancy sadly tells Barb to leave, she goes upstairs. And to make matters even worse, Jonathan is still taking flicks! Yo, like, get out the yard! So now we're in Steve's room, and he gives her the dry clothes. She's like, can I get some privacy, please? Nigga, it's his room! So he's like, oh yeah, sure. Then she gonna be like, Steve? And then pulls off the shirt! You can assume what else happened. This is YouTube. I can't show that. So Jonathan takes that last picture. And when I say last picture, I mean when she... he probably gonna look at that later like, God damn. But he finally stops after this. I lied. He takes a picture of Barb. That's it. And right when he finishes up and he's not looking, that's when Barb gets snatched up by the Demogorgon. Without even a warning. Demogorgon was like, Barb, you come with me. My home of the boat. Right smack dabbing upside down. None of this would have happened if Nancy, didn't go upstairs. And then on top of that, telling her to go home. Don't.
Wanna go home.
Nancy, I like you a lot, but you got your friend Barb's like, where am I? And not even 2 seconds later, there go to Demogorgon. Bro came out the cut. You took me from my home. Did I? And while this going on, these two are... Oh yeah, Barb, pack it up. You're not living that. She does her best trying to get up the ladder, but Demogorgon, he trying to get that meat. Whoa! Rip Barb in the chat. The last thing she literally says is, Nancy! Nancy puts on Steve's jacket and tries to wake him up. But bro had quite the night. Look at him. Bro must have been putting in work. He went straight to sleep. Nancy's like, Steve, I'm leaving. Yeah, bro does not hear you. So she dips and gets back home. And everything seems fine. Steve indeed did get a taste of the Sunday. But for real though, everything seems fine. Not until Mama Wheeler turns the corner. Where have you been? We agreed on 10. Nancy keeps on egging on that she went to the assembly. But we all know. Nah, but she's saying after the assembly that they wanted to go get something to eat. And Mama Wheeler's like, well, you could have called. With Will missing, all this stuff happening, you could have called. And then she's like, it's okay, Mom. It's gonna be alright, Mom. And then when Nancy starts walking up the stairs, Mama Wheeler's like, yo, whose hootie is this? I said, whose hootie is this? Yo, it's not like I said Hooters. You know what? I actually never been to Hooters, I've seen some of the girls there. I'm not gonna like, this girl is so pretty. Shout out to Steven, yo. Steven was cooking in this video. Like, she looks like Moana. And I love Moana.
Bro, what the f*** is you even talking about, bro?
I'm sorry. Let me get back to the video. Mama Wheeler's like, yo, whose hoodie is this? Nancy just gives her the stare like, Steve's.
Did you guys pick up on that? Sure did. Something's wrong. Should we ask her?
So is Steve your boyfriend now?
Nancy's like, what? No. She gonna say, it was cold outside and he gave me the jacket. Nothing happened, I swear. But Mama Wheeler's not having this. She knows something just happened. Nah, but this is why she's such a W mom.
Nancy, you can talk to me. Whatever happened.
And then Nancy keeps on saying nothing happened, ruining the mood. At this point, Joyce, Winona's fine behind. Have y'all seen her in the 80s? My goodness. But back to the video. Joyce, Karen, and the Ice Age baby's mom are all on the list for the best moms in fiction. Every time I see this part, I tear up. But you get what I'm saying. Mama Wheeler's just trying to find out what's going on with her daughter. But Nancy keeps pushing her away and like, no, nothing's happening.
Can I please go?
Day 3.
So it's the next day and Nancy's thinking about the incident, because she feels like everybody knows in the school and people keep glancing at her. And as soon as she gets to her locker, that man Steve wasted no time, made his presence known. He trying to get another taste. Bro trying to get that
And spit on that thing. Hawk.
Okay, let me stop. But yeah, Nancy tells him that she thinks everybody's staring at her. And he's like, oh, I ain't telling anybody. He's like, you're paranoid. It's okay, Nancy. It's gonna be alright, Nancy. Let's go grab a bite, Nancy. Let's go take a flight, Nancy.
Dig a hole, Mr. Squidward. Take a stroll, Mr. Squidward. Let me give her a squeeze, Mr. Squidward.
I'm so sorry I got that idea from that video. But Steve's like, yo, I had a good time, Nancy. And she's like, yeah, me too. And then they go in for the third kiss session.
Oh my god, bro.
And then bro dips. Mean eye grin on his face. The oh yeah allegations are not leaving. Bro got Nancy all. And with that, she gets to class. Started her day off amazing. Oh my goodness. It tasted like Starburst. But as she sits down, she notices Barb's gone. So then she asked around if anyone's seen Barb, but to little and no result. No one saw her.
A few hours later.
So now it's the lunch period and Nancy's still worried about Barb. Well, she still shouldn't have said, go home. So she sits down with Steve and all that. Nancy's like, have y'all seen Barb? This guy talking about, who are you talking about? I seriously don't know who you're talking about. And then laughs. Yo, what did I say earlier about him eating a bag of...
Chill. Better deal. Let me tell you something.
W Steve right here for actually getting on him about that. So Steve asks again. He's like, yo, did you see Barb? He's like, nah, she was gone when we left. And then Carol gonna say, she probably left because of all that moaning. And then moans. Alright, Carol, alright.
Stop, there are children here, lady.
And Steve's like, it's okay, she's probably fine just skipping or something. And Nancy's like, probably. But you know she's battling with herself. She knows she's not skipping. And then out of nowhere, Nancy turns her head and sees Jonathan Byers. Again, the eye contact. You can't tell me... Alright, let me explain this. So Mike and Will are friends, right? Like, they're best of friends. So what I'm saying is, they obviously had Halloween, Christmas, they had birthday parties and stuff like that. So what I'm thinking is, obviously, Jonathan and Nancy attended those things. And what I'm thinking is, Nancy and Jonathan looked at each other that way. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's looked at her and been like, yo, she's pretty. She's looked at him like, yo, Jonathan kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think they be giving each other hints or something, bro. Well, more so him liking her. I hope that made sense. But yeah, they made eye contact and bro dips immediately. Like it's happened to me before. When you make eye contact with that girl, you know what I mean? But the nervousness takes over. It'd be that quick glance and look away. Out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, bro dips. Bro said,
Hasta luego.
Bro fled the scene like he A-Train. Steve and Nancy better watch out, because you know what A-Train about to do. If you know, you know. So now Jonathan, after staring at Nancy and he goes into the red room. Not that red room. I actually had to look up the room because I've always seen these type of rooms in film where they have to hang up the pictures or put the pictures inside of like a container. But let's get back to the video. So you remember the pictures Jonathan took. Going wild in the backyard. Yep, those are the pictures you can see. So as he's getting the last one, because he's got them all lined up on the top hanging. As he puts the last one up, Shawty walks in like, hey. Jonathan like, oh no!
What is that?
No, nothing. You see, no, nothing. I was just getting my pictures. Bro got caught with legs out and everything. Even Kimiko's surprised. Nah, Jonathan. She knows what you did, and you're not gonna like what she does next. So we pick up with Nancy talking to Barb's mom. She's like, did Barb come home last night? Miss Holland's like, nah, she said she was gonna be with you. Nancy's like, oh, that's right. Getting caught in your own lies, Nancy. She was like, but did she come home to get some like textbooks or anything? Miss Holland like, nah, she didn't come home at all. Then Nancy gonna say, oh, I just remembered she had the library. And then Miss Holland believes it.
Well, just make sure Barb gives me a call.
Got you, Miss Holland, I got you. Yeah, that didn't go well.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
So Jonathan walks to his car like nothing happened, only to see Steve, Tommy, and Carol on his car. And Shawty that was in the room. Jonathan like, yo, what's going on? Steve's like, Nicole just told us about your work, bro. Got some pictures for us to see, man? We just want to take a look. Jonathan like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Nah, bro, let me see that shit.
What you doing? And then they start playing hot potato. Steve's like, yo, you really trembling. You really got something to hide. Then bro starts digging in the bag and gets the pictures immediately. Like, bro, this ain't scavenger.
Is this
You serious?
I'm sorry. Steve start flicking through the pics. Everybody start looking. Bro, come on. And this isn't weird. Come on. I was looking for my brother. And right when you think it can't get worse, Nancy walks up.
What's going on?
So we start with Max reading her letter to Billy. And as she finishes up, the clouds start pulling in. Bro, Flint, stop messing with the frigidaire. I'ma pull up on you like I'm Officer Earl. But the fog start coming in. Max like, what's going on? And she feels somebody walking. Steve's mother senses are tingling. He's like, nah, something wrong. Lucas like, well, yo, what you doing, Steve?
Been long enough.
He's like, if she want to get a lawyer, she can. So Steve pulls up. He's like, yo, Max, it's time to go. Then he realizes something's wrong. Her eyes. Max! That's like, yo, what's going on? Then Lucas peeps. Get over here now! That man Lucas wasted no time. Yeah, Lucas, tap into that darkness. Run, Barry, run! Saving the day like he A-trained. So Max finds out it's actually Billy walking up to her. And he's saying stuff like, deep down in the back of your head, you wanted me to die that day. No, Billy, I said it's not true. You were happy when I got clocked. No, it's not true, Billy, no. The guilt. That's why you hide from your friends. And some nights, you wish to follow me. And then she trips to see Vecna. I'm having way too much fun with this. But yeah, it was Vecna. Max like, oh my god!
It's time, Max, to join me.
Oh, hell no,
Max skinny her's out of there and starts hightailing it. She booking like a bee following her. Run, Max, run!
A few moments later.
Running up that road, running up that hill. And while Max is doing that, they trying to find out what to do. Steve like, call Nancy and Robin. Okay. Dustin is out. He gets that talkie. We gotta call Red. And this is at the same time they get caught.
Tension is definitely rising right now.
Because Nancy and Robin were trying to find out what happened with Victor Creel's family. And Robin, with her detective skills, notices when they're in the asylum that people are listening to music. And so as they're getting escorted out, Robin's like, I got it. She's like, Victor said everything happened during the night, but he specifically mentioned music. And when we asked about the angel, he started to hum. Nancy started piecing it together. She like, wait a minute, that wasn't an angel. Then Robin's like, remember when Hatch said music can access different parts of the brain that words can't? Then Nancy's like, a lifeline back to reality. And as soon as they found that out, they dipped. They like, 12, you ain't catching us. Less than normal wick in the car. You want smoke with me? Oh, I smoke with me? Then the walkie goes off. Code red! As soon as Robin heard that, she picked it right up. It's Robin, we copy. I've been waiting here for 89 years. Please tell me you found out something that could work. And while they're trying to figure that out, Max is still looking for a way out. And out of nowhere, this red fog comes out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, this red fog comes out of nowhere. Come on, Sensei. Max is like, whoa, what is this place? Yeah, you would not catch my black melanated skin going in this direction. But for Max trying to escape, yeah. Dustin finds out music is the key and starts scrambling around like he's scrambling eggs. So Dustin runs to the group with the music. And while bro's running, look at Steve. Broke his neck trying to look at Dustin. Guys, music, what is this?
Lucas, what's her favorite song?
What is this for? It'll make sense. What is her favorite song? This is a nightmare. Look at this place. And the way she keeps going, I love this drive. She ain't trying to die. No time to die. We're in the end game now. She looks around and she starts to see the clock, a door, and just more house parts. Then she makes the worst step possible. On a spider egg. Oh, hell no. You seen that one video of the guy hitting it with the broom? And then all the babies come out, bro? Oh, hell no. It's that same energy. Nah. And then it gets worse. She sees Chrissy and Fred. Oh, hell no. And right when you think it couldn't get worse, she turns to see Vecna. This Ivan Ooze soccer ball head, he starts to walk closer and closer. He's like,
would you like to join them?
Hell nah! And she makes a run for it. But bro uses his vine powers and pulls her right down. And slams her to the vine stump. And starts strapping her on there. Yo! And bro has the audacity to walk over and look at her.
You're mine.
Sounded like Raiden from PlayStation All-Stars. And right when it looks like he got her, Steve and the gang getting the music together. And with the quickness, they get that song on. And as soon as it starts, Max notices a portal opening. Then Vecna gonna say,
they can't help you, Max. There's a reason you hide from them. You belong here with me.
Freaky ass villain, what you doing? Then Max gonna say, you're not really here.
But I am, Max.
And then he starts to pull out his claw.
It's time, Max.
Then she starts to levitate. The gang like, what's going on? As she gets higher and higher. Vecna is so close. Max closes her eyes. In various moments of her life plays. Lucas saying he's there for her. Them playing with the candy in season 3. Her with 11 at the mall. Them on Halloween. Everything leading to this moment. As she opens her eyes. And grabs that man's tendril. natural. Bro's hurt. She's like, is this my time? And without a second thought, she's out and starts running. Vecna starts raining down debris. But nah, she ate that. She ain't stopping. She ain't stopping for nobody. This is Max Mayfield. Weave. Vecna like, how is she doing this? And this slow-mo of her running is one of the most iconic scenes. She's right there. She's not stopping. Right there. Vecna like, ain't no way. And Max is right there. All she gotta do is Max escaped, and the gang is right there with her. Max, you are a trooper. Since season 2, she's been one of my favorites. And with that, she became an elite, a legend. Alright, let's lock in. After watching the death of his ex, the smile curse passes to Joel. 6 whole days go by, and we cut to Joel in his car looking disheveled. The smile demon got bro exhausted. That man lasted the longest out of all the smile victims. We gotta give him his props. Since bro's a police officer, he did auto research them 6 days, and he eventually found out the way to get rid of the curse. And the way to get rid of the curse is he gotta off somebody in front of somebody else, but he gotta make it messy. And I ain't talking about messy. And with that in mind, bro knew his targets. No Hawkeye. He was gonna go straight for criminals. And while bro's waiting in his car, he peeps a red Porsche speeding down the street, and they pull into the driveway. He sees this and he's like, oh baby, it's time! Oh baby, it's time! And straps up. Bro slid on that ski. Slid on the ski like I slide cinnamon butter on my bagels. Bro gets out the car like he Miles and starts making his way to the crib. As bro's walking up, he looks to his left and sees Rose burning. And that man looked away quickly. He knows it's the smile demon playing tricks on him. Come on, bro, get that weak shit out of here. Stop capping. Got bro fed up. Then bro start running to the whip and peeps somebody getting out the car. You already know Joe about to press him. It's over. Then bro starts dashing through the snow like a reindeer. Then bro like, don't move, nigga. Pulls out the blick and everything. Got bro petrified. Then Joel starts searching him, looking everywhere, scrambling around like he's scrambling eggs. Then bro peeps the switch and snatches it like it's a chain and tosses it into the snow, just like Rose tossing her necklace into the ocean. Then Brody gonna be like, you're making a big mistake. Joel ain't trying to hear none of this. He like, shut the fuck up. Let's go. Walk your big ass through the snow to the door. Joel pushing bro like the fish pushing Bikini Bottom. I'ma just call this guy Brock. Brock like, yo, this is a new jacket. I don't give a fuck about your jacket. Shut the fuck up. Joel gripping the back of his jacket like it's a butt cheek. Whoa! Then he pushes him up the stairs. And he like, listen to me. You alert your brother and I shoot you in the back of the head, okay? That man Joel ain't playing. The cameraman having a ball. Then Brock like, okay, you're the boss. Meanwhile, in the back of his mind, he like,
you think you're a man with that gun in your hand, don't you?
But he can't say that. Bro's already held hostage. But if bro was to be slick with his mouth, bro would get knocked over. Joel would beat bro senseless. Joel would start beating bro up like Joel from Last of Us. If anything happened to Ellie, bro would be on his Spartan rage. Joel would have Brock looking like Nate Jacobs from Euphoria. Then Brock opens the door, and his bro in the other room like, yo, you remembered my pumpkin frap, huh? And that man Brock knows not to speak. He's vulnerable. He don't want no problems. So he looks back at Joel, and Joel like, keep going. Got Brock exasperated. Then they turn the corner and see Brody. I'ma just call him Philip. Philip got a whole table of bread and concoctions. And the blick. Soon as they turned the corner, Philip reached for the blick. But Joel knew this was gonna happen. Soon as he reached, Joel's like, don't touch it, he's f***ing dead. Let me see them hands. Philip like, and puts his hands up. And he like, you stupid motherfucker. Do you know who the f*** we are?
Nah, bruh.
But Joel knows, and he does not care. Like, you want a chip or something? Want a chip? Not everybody knows who you are. Boy. Like, get out of here with that shit. Joel starts explaining how he knows them. He's like, you two shot an innocent mother and a kid in Newark. Then Philip like, oh yeah? Says who? Who the f*** are you, huh? Joel like, we don't got time for introductions. Let's get to business. Joel like, look, I brought something for you, but you gotta watch what I'm doing. Then bro pulls out a switchblade. You watching? Switches it and starts stabbing Brock like a turkey. Stabbing bro like he Ghostface. He even hit him with the Ghostface swipe up. Completely dropped him. Philip is traumatized. He's like, nah, enough is enough. And grips his switch. Both him and Joel start shooting like they John Wick. Then Joel shoots and gets shot in the shoulder. Got bro in agony. Pure pain. But this is where it gets crazy. While in pain, Joel looks up and sees Philip dying. Remember what I said earlier about how to beat the smile curse? And the way to get rid of the curse is he gotta off somebody in front of somebody else. Y'all probably like, what? What's wrong? What'd he do? That's the thing. He did it, but the guy that watched is dying. Joel accidentally shot him. Therefore, it won't spread. Therefore, the curse stays with Joel. starts panicking and runs over to Philip. He like, no, you can't die, you can't die. Then he takes his mask off. No future. Look at me, you motherfucker. You cannot die. I need somebody to pass to. And that man Philip is just choking like Squidward with the fork in his throat. Then he dies, like Squidward. And that man Joel is defeated. Without anybody alive, the curse can't pass. Then bro just screams. And right when that man's about to lose hope, Joel hears somebody walk in. Joel looks over and sees a random guy, and he's horrified. Joel points his gun. He like, who the f*** are you? Who the f*** are you? Lewis, I'm Lewis. Bro scared the bricks out of Lewis. Got bro frozen on the wall like Scrap from Ice Age. Joel like, the f*** are you doing here? I swear I just buy from them. I hate them too. I hate them too. Just please don't shoot me. And this is where Joel has an epiphany. He's like, I didn't know anybody else was here. I didn't know anybody else was here. And bro starts celebrating. But then he's like, I f***ed this whole thing up. This whole thing up. This wasn't meant for you. And Lewis is confused. He's like, what's not meant for me? And Joel puts his gun down. And he says, I'm sorry. Then Joel starts walking to the front door. He got the job finished. Or so we thought.
What's that supposed to mean?
As bro's walking out the door, he sees a group of guys getting out of G-Wagon. And they like, yo, who the f*** is that? Then they start running. Joel starts booking back into the house. And he slams the front door, locks it, and starts looking for another way out. He runs to the back, moves the ladder, and tries to open the door. But it's not opening. Then he peeps the chains on it. He def not opening that. Then bro runs over to a boarded window and starts breaking it like he a zombie. As soon as bro pulled off the board, that's when the group start breaking in like the FBI. Joel runs into another room and slams and locks the door. Then drops the shelf in front of it. Bro is not playing. He not trying to die. Then he starts kicking a window with an air conditioner on. Bro's pulling a Sam Lit Wiki. Then he finally kicks it open. And as he's getting ready to jump out, that's when they start breaking through the door. Joel's like, it's now or never. And jumps out and starts rolling down like toilet paper. Then he catches himself and starts booking. But he is out. Nobody's touching him. But right when he gets to the street, a truck comes out of nowhere and runs him over. Rest in peace to the GOAT, Joel. He went out like a warrior, out fighting. Bro beat the curse and luck wasn't on his side. Man! Oh my God! Every time Sky Riley drank Voss and smiled too.
Thirsty?
Let's go! After her segment on The Drew Show, we hear somebody walking down the hallway. Sky Riley walks out like the diva she is. Walking down the hallway cold as hell. She knows she the shit, and I ain't talking about Timeless. Shorty walking down the hallway like she in a fashion show. Hitting corners like she a square. Sky hitting that strut like she Megan Fox and Madison Beer. But we can't forget about that fit. That fit is pristine. The dress, the leather fur jacket, and then the chains. Her fashion designer need a raise. Then from out the cut, her assistant Joshua pulls up like the car's outside waiting by the curb. But I will tell you, there's quite a crowd. The way Sky looks over and listens. I need it. She like, Joshua, babes, you already know I got this. Everything I swing is a green flag. Just let me cook.
Oh, say less.
That man Joshua's taken aback. Then he hands her a Sharpie. And Sky like, it's showtime, baby. She grabs it and knows exactly what time it is. She walks out to see her supporters and paparazzi. And she starts signing everything. Taking pictures with everybody, too.
That's a green flag for me.
W Sky, W supporters. Then we cut to bro closing the door. Everybody's in the car. And as Mama Riley and Joshua start talking, Sky starts putting on her earbuds. She ain't trying to hear nothing. She's trying to keep it a quiet place. You get it? A quiet place. Alright, let me stop. Then Sky grabs her Voss, and we get the first sip of the video. But the next sip, leading up to it, isn't so forgiving. After saying what's up to her supporters, Sky goes to dance rehearsal for this behemoth of heat, New Brain. Doctor, I need a new brain! In mid-dance, Shawty cracks her back. Her choreographer Anton like, whoa, cut the music! Sky, are you okay? Does she look okay? They had Shawty rolling around, and as soon as she hit the spin, Shawty got back pain.
Damn.
Sky like, I'm okay. And that man Anton like, Sky, maybe we should take a break. No, I want to get it right. But Sky, your back, my back, I'm good. Got Anton in despair. But bro like, alright. And everybody gets back in formation, like corn. Then they start dancing again.
2,000 years later.
We get a close-up of Sky's back scar as she puts an ice pack on it. Ugh, I know that be stinging. If you think that's bad, trust me, it gets worse. When Sky turns around, we see a full-on scar going down her chest.
No thanks.
I just know Shawty's in pain. So Sky walks over to her purse, opens it, and pulls out mints. But these are not mints! Shawty got painkillers sitting in there. And due to her history with substance abuse, she really not supposed to have the— Just get to the video. I am. Right when Sky is about to pop one like a gobblegum, Mama Riley start banging on the door like she Maddie from Euphoria. Sky jumps and accidentally drops her pills down the sink. She like, give me a second, Mom. Then Mama Riley bursts through the door, ruined Sky's entire night. Now she gotta get her pills back, sneakily. So after they done talking, we cut to them in the car. Sky's back starts aching again. So she texts her friend Lewis. She like, yo Lewis, can I come by? And bro, with the quickness, send her a text back. He sends a star eyes and a thumbs up emoji. These emojis equate to bring that ass here. Sky like, bet. So as they pull up to Sky's crib, she gets out. Mama Riley like, straight to bed, honey. Got Sky irritated. You know in the back of her head she wanna say, shut your lame ass up, man. Like hop off my watermelons. This ain't Ice Age.
Is this serious?
But little does Mama Riley know, Sky got something up her sleeve. As soon as she walks into the penthouse, they drive off, and she walks right back out. What was that about going straight to sleep? Sky knocks on Lewis's door, and Brody ain't answering. She like, come on bro, open the door. The door swings open, and bro peeks out like SpongeBob. Sky like, hey. Not even 2 seconds later, bro pulls her in and slams her on the door, then pulls out a katana. Got Sky freaking out. Sky like, what the f***, Lewis? What are you doing here? Your text said to come by. Got Lewis confused. He like, I don't remember sending a text. And then checks his phone. I don't remember sending that. Then Sky like, just get the f*** off me. Get the f*** off me. Got Lewis bewildered. He like, I'm sorry. Sounded like Danny from Zathura.
You're dead! I'm sorry!
Then he tosses the katana on the counter, knocking everything down. Brody is having the worst night. Then Sky like, Lewis, what the f*** was with the sword? Then Brody sits down. He like, oh, the sword? I'm so sorry about that. I can't be too careful right now. I'm genuinely going through something f***ing crazy. And Sky's just sitting there like, what are you talking about? Then Lewis like, do you like believe in freaky, scary sh**? Then Sky looks at him disgusted, perplexed. She like, I think I'm gonna go. Bro starts tweaking. No, please stay. What the f*** am I doing? I'm so sorry. I mean, Sky Riley's in my apartment. Okay, what did you need again? Sky like, oh, okay. I just need the Vicodin for my back again. And Lewis like, oh right, you're back. I'll be right back. I got you. It's okay. Then bro hugs her, and you can see she's uncomfortable. She got a quick whiff and hit the stank face. Bro probably smells like Davy Jones' locker socks. Then bro storms in the back, leaving Sky alone. At this point, it's been a few minutes. Sky's like, oh my gosh, hurry up. Got Shawty vexed. Bro's a dealer. Like, what are you smuggling back there? Cheeks? Whoa! No. Sky's like, I'm done. I'm not waiting anymore. Gets up and starts walking to the back. You better not be f***ing with me, man. And right when she pulls up to the doorway, bro storms out screaming. Oh my God! What the f***, Sky? What the f***'s wrong with you? Sky, what are you doing here? What the f*** are you talking about? Then bro starts looking up, horrified. Then Sky looks back, but doesn't see anything. What's wrong? What is it? Then bro falls down and starts choking. This guy's like, oh shit. Lewis, are you okay? Then bro stops choking, looks at Sky, and smiles. Sky jumps back as Lewis is slowly getting up. She starts crawling back in pure terror, overwhelmed, confuzzled. But what Lewis does next scars Sky forever. Bro slides his hand and grabs a weight. Then he starts standing over Sky. At this point, her body's in full shock, not at all knowing what horror arrives next. Then he starts bashing his face in with the weight. Every time he drops the weight, his face gets more and more deformed. Every time he does it, Sky shakes. Then he does the final blow and falls to the ground. Sky backs up, stands up, and throws up. Sky like, what the f just happened? Then she starts digging for her phone and dials 911. And right when she's about to call, she pauses. If she calls, the whole world's gonna know. They'd ask, why was Sky Riley with a dealer? Isn't she supposed to be sober? Right before she checked for Lewis, they said it on the news. Sky then makes her choice and leaves without telling anyone. She hightails it back to her apartment, opens the fridge, and pulls out a Voss water and starts chugging that shit. Chugging like Badlands chugs. Now the third time she drinks Voss, Shawty's at a meet and greet, signing pictures and taking pictures. And that man Joshua behind the camera. You already know, if it was me, I'd be in there like Peter Parker. You know that man know how to take flicks. Like if you got Sky f***ing Riley in a frame, you gotta make sure the angles are right. No flight.
What's wrong with the cameras, man? Show the angles right.
And when bro's done taking a little girl's pic, he's like, alright, next, look at that line. Sky's line's longer than the spank line in SpongeBob. These are some freaky ass fish.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Then the next person out the line walks up, and she's like, you're literally my spirit animal. Oh my gosh, can I give you a hug? Then Sky like, oh my gosh, yes, and gives her a big fat hug. And this face she making, you know she fed up with this. This is her 283rd person. She's trying to wrap this up. Then the 316th person like, yo, Sky, you most definitely gotta hear my songs on SoundCloud. And she like, oh yeah, cool, yeah.
Like, yeah, there's this one song that I added so much reverb that you couldn't even hear the instruments.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. She don't give a fuck. Just pack it up, little bro. Put the fries in the bag.
Damn.
Then we get to the 787th person. Brody looked like he got a severe rash. Got a mutated strand of eczema. And Sky doesn't even pay any mind. He's like, can you sign for Alfredo? Love Sky. And Sky like, okay. Alright, buddy. And signs just that. And she tilts her head to Joshua like, alright, let's take these flicks. While both of them walking over, Joshua start looking concerned. Y'all ready? Then both of them start posting up. Alfredo like, I'm such a huge fan of you. And Sky's like, oh man, thanks for coming out. Then Brody starts talking reckless. I can see you're sad on the inside. I can make you happy. Sky like, I'm sorry, what? You and I together will be happy. Okay, I think we got it. Have the best skin. Then Sky like, get the fuck off me. Then security start pulling bro out. And Sky staggers back. And Brody starts screaming he loves her. Got Shawty all the way frightened. Then she goes behind the curtain, breathing heavy, and stroking her chest. Then Joshua starts talking to the line. He like, okay folks, just give us like one quick sec. And from literally out the cut, Mama Riley pops in like a zit, with the Voss bottle at the ready. She like, you okay, Sky? And Sky like, yeah, I'm alright. And hands her the Voss, and takes a good gulp. Got her rejuvenated. Then she like, alright, I'm good. Let me go back out. And then she continues the meet and greet. Now, the fourth time she drinks Voss is later on during the day. She's back in her apartment trying to call her friend Gemma. But that's the thing. These two got into a huge argument. These two weren't on speaking terms for a year. They had a huge argument like Cap and Iron Man. But I digress. So while Sky's looking through her contacts full of celebrities, Adele, Lady Gaga, Billy, she calls Gemma to apologize. And then on top of that, she doesn't have anybody else to talk to. After that whole thing with Lewis, she can't be alone. She needs to talk to somebody. So she calls Gemma and apologizes. And both of them agree for her to come over later that night. Gemma's like, I'll be there in 45. And Sky's like, hell yeah! And then they hang up. Sky's like, oh my goodness, that actually worked. Then like 15 minutes after that, she goes right back in her fridge and pulls out a Voss. And you already know the routine. Light work, no reaction. And sets it down on the table. But we're not done. After she sat the water down, she sits down at her piano, opens up her journal, and starts singing a song she wrote. I already grieved you.
This is the most beautiful piece of art I ever heard in my life.
Stop the cap.
And as Sky's singing, something in the back breaks. Made Sky jump like a grasshopper. She like, what the f***? Right after she got the smile curse from Lewis, it's been one thing after another. So Sky gets up and starts looking around. What was that? And as she walks into the middle of the room, that's when she peeps it. Her Voss bottle's on the floor broken. And she looks at it like, that's weird. I could have sworn I put it on the middle of the table. Then she like, it's probably nothing, and shrugs it off. She walks all the way to her front door, checks to see if it's locked, which it is, and goes to her closet. She opens the door and pulls out a broom. It's time to sweep.
Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep!
And I ain't talking about Lord of the Rings sweeping at the Oscars. As Sky's walking back to clean it up, she looks over and stops in her tracks and just stares into the distance, befuddled. She walks up and sees that very same shirt she signed for Alfredo. Sky breathes in shock. Now it's getting real. And as she turns the corner, all on the floor, she sees shoes, a jacket, pants, socks, and dirty ass underwear.
Whoa! Excuse me?
Then we find out these clothes belong to Alfredo. When Sky and Bro were taking pics, you could just see how uncomfortable she was. The foreshadowing. Now while Sky is looking at the clothes, the hallway light turns off. She looks down at the end of the hallway to see someone standing there, menacingly. And right when she's about to start backing up, Brody at the end of the hallway starts bucking toward her. Sky makes a run for it, running away like that one kid from Polar Express running for the train. She books it all the way to her front door, and as she opens it, she gets jump scared by Gemma. Got both of them frightened. And this guy falls back. She turns around to see Alfredo gone. Gemma like, Sky, what's happening? Made Gemma stop talking, and Sky hits a Spider-Man pose. She gets up and picks something up, I don't know what this is, to defend herself. And as she's looking around, she notices the closet's closed, because before she left it open. She looks on the floor and back on the table. The vase isn't broken. All of this leaving Sky addled, completely starstruck. Gemma's like, right? I'm confused. And Sky just runs over and gives her a hug. She needed that hug. And she's like, Gemma, how the f did you get here so fast? Wait, what do you mean? You caught me like an hour ago. Left Shawty stunned. In her mind, she like, it's been an hour already? Then she runs to her sink counter, picks up that bottle, and starts Badlands chugging. This is her 5th time chugging a vase. And now we get to her 6th. After Gemma said she'd spend a night, we cut to both of them laid up in the bed. Sky wakes up from a nightmare, reliving her car accident. She takes out her earbuds and starts rubbing her chest. Gemma's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And Sky's like, yeah. Gemma, I'm so sorry for everything. And Gemma's like, it's okay, I already forgave you. And this is where Sky just starts letting everything out. I don't know why I destroy everything. It's like my brain is this f***ed up place, full of chaos and noise. I'm trapped there, all alone, in this darkness. I just want to quiet the noise, but I don't know how. Then Gemma's like, it's because you're a horrible person. Sky's like, excuse me? What did you just say? She turns to Gemma. Gemma starts opening her eyes, and then she starts smiling. Sky's like, Gemma? Gemma screams, knocking Sky off the bed. And as Sky gets up, she notices Gemma's not there. Then a voice echoes in. Oh hey, you're up. The cameraman pans to Gemma, and it's somehow the morning. Sky's like, what the f is happening? Gemma's like, what you mean? I made matcha. Matcha? What the f? It's the morning? Sky checks her phone. Oh shit. I'm f***ing late. Then she starts booking to the kitchen. Gemma, why didn't you wake me up? I don't know your schedule, bitch. Then Sky opens her fridge for the 80th time and pulls out a vase and drinks it. Now on to the last. After Sky gets texted by a mystery number, she decides to go meet them. Cause in the text, Brody was making a lot of good points. They was explaining to her that the things she's seeing are real. And they even sent a video of Lewis. So Sky gets ready and finds out they meeting at a bar. Shawty pulls up and gets out the taxi and goes right in. She got her hood and hat on. She ain't trying to get seen. As she walks around, she sees somebody put up their hand. It's me. Then Sky's like, walks over and sits down. She pulls her phone out and takes a pic of him. Brody like, what was that for? I'm sending this pic to my friend in case you're a creep. I'm not a creep. That's what every creep says. Then Bro's like, look, I understand you're very famous, and I don't mean to intrude. This is also very new for me. Then Sky's like, cut to the chase. How do you know about Lewis? I don't know him. I didn't know him. I was just trying to contact him to warn him. I tracked to his apartment, walked in, saw him dead on the floor. I checked his phone, the last person he texted was you. Sky looks at Bro confused. Contact? Warn him about what? And Brody's like, look, what I'm about to say is very, very insane. Lewis didn't kill himself. He was killed by some entity, some demon, if that makes it easy for you, who who can transform itself into people, smiling people. It can only be seen by the person it's possessing. Then Sky's like,
Is this serious?
nah, that ain't real. That's just some supernatural bullshit. Now Sky getting in denial. There's no way it's lining up. Then Brody like, no, but you've seen it. That's exactly why you're still sitting here. Look, bro, whatever the this is, it's making me lose my goddamn mind. Yes, that's precisely what it does. See, it takes whatever bad that goes on in your head and uses it against you. It's like some sort of parasite. It needs a host, and it was latched onto Lewis. Then he starts explaining the whole history, how the curse spreads, and the people that had it. And Sky's like, why do you know all of this? Then bro drops a bombshell. Because it killed my brother. And I want to kill this thing. Then Sky's like, how? How are we gonna do this? Well, if this thing is truly like a parasite, the host needs to die outside of the being's control. And if that happens, it ceases to exist. Then Sky's like, so the only way I can get rid of this is if I die? Then Brody's like, yes, precisely. But we have to kill you first. Then Sky's like, what? What? I don't even know you, and you're asking to kill me. Then Bro's like, my name's Morris, and only technically, there are ways to slowly stop the heart. It'd be best to do it tonight. This thing's already been feeding on you for 3 days, and soon, you really won't realize what's real. This guy's like, I can't do this, I can't do this. And right when she's about to get up, somebody from the distance is like, is that Sky Riley? Oh, shit. Then everybody starts forming a crowd around her, and one of the people like, yo, Sky, I seen that video of you knocking down that old lady. That shit was hilarious. Sky's at her tipping point. Then she snaps. She springs up and starts booking out the bar, knocking into everybody. And she literally runs all the way home. And you guessed it, when she got into her apartment, she opened that fridge and Badlands chugged that Voss, marking the last time she did in the movie. Reminder to always stay hydrated. Ugh, refreshing. So we start out with Dustin at Eddie's grave. He looks at the tombstone to see "Burn in Hell" written in blood on it. What the Hell nah! This is sick! Writing "Burn in Hell" with blood on it on someone's tombstone is beyond wiling. You'll be sent to hell. Then Dustin pulls out the lacquer thinner and a couple of rags. But he about to start wiping it down. No windshield wipers. And right as Buddy is about to start, he looks over at the end and goes to touch it. He smears his finger on it, realizing it's fresh blood. Oh, hell no! Bro, like, what the f***? Nigga confused as shit. Then Dustin peeps something under the leaves, and as he picks the leaf up, bro sees the same snake he had earlier, dead! What? Bro pulled a prank on Andy, no Toy Story. Andy wasn't having it, and slimed out the snake. No Ghostbuster slime. What in the animal abuse? Andy needs to be spread open, just like Jason at the end of season 4. Damn. Dustin falls back in pure terror, gasping for air like SpongeBob. He looks over to see Andy's musty eye. Like, damn, bro, spray that degree spray on your eye. Oh, I forgot it's the 80s. Just get some regular deodorant. Andy pulls up like, you should really keep an eye on your pets, Henderson. And how about you keep an eye on your mom? Dustin said earlier he was in his mom. Whoa, showing her the way. No Uganda knuckles. And as Andy's walking up, Dustin realizes he's surrounded. Andy got his goons all around Dusty Bun. Oh! But it's cool though. Dusty keeping his chill. But he don't give a f***. He don't care at this point. We do not care. Bro starts giggling, kicking his feet in his head. Andy like, the f*** is funny. Then Dustin like, oh, none, gang. I was just thinking. Eddie's last campaign, I took out Vecna's lead acolyte using prismatic spray. Got Andy like, huh? Bro like, is that supposed to be English? Laughing like it's funny, but it ain't. Dustin like, violet prismatic spray is the deadliest. You know why? Got Andy leaning in like somebody playing the game. Then Dustin says, it causes blindness. And without a second to spare, Dustin pushes Andy, making bro tumble like a tumbleweed. Bro dashes toward the lacquer thinner, picks it up, and starts spraying everybody in the face. Andy got the brunt of it all. Damn. Bro's def gonna be needing to read Braille. Dustin chucks the bottle at old boy and gets chugged from the back by Black Bro. Bro starts pulling Dustin like the Demogorgon pulling Holly. Free Holly, bro, free Holly. And Dustin hits a 180 angle and kicks bro dead in the chest. Made bro fall back like the elves at Helm's Deep. Then from out the cut, Dustin gets a mean kick from Blonde Bro. But he ate that like it's Thanksgiving. Bro ate all the stuffing, mac and cheese, ham, and string beans. Straight feasting. Can't forget about them yams, especially Nancy. Nancy, walk 'em down Wheeler. Then other bro picks up Dustin and hits him with the left body shot. Then black bro hits him in the gut with the right. They planned that out like Bilu and Zia's.
I'ma hit the with the left jab, and I'ma sneak his ass with the right.
But it ain't connect. Bro sold. Dustin kicks bro in the almonds. While still being held by blonde bro. Bro is him. But he swings Dustin like he's Spidey. Dustin then proceeds to bite down on Buddy's arm like it's a dentist's x-ray. Damn! Made bro let go. No jack. Then Dustin hits black bro with the left hook, only to get smacked with the right from other bull. Made Dustin fall down like dominoes. Had bro laid out like peanut butter spread on bread. Then the goons pick up Dustin as Andy finally walks in with his eyes irritated. Irritated! That thinner did a number on Buddy, making bro look like he on the za. But the goons did a number on Dustin too. Bro's nose bleeding like bro's nose in Karate Kid 3. Andy grips Dustin and is like, Hellfire dies with you, Henderson. That dying tonight. Dustin just looks at Buddy like, and spits his blood into Andy's face.
This motherfucker lost his motherfucking mind.
Dustin literally gives no f***s. And then this is where it gets wild. Andy just starts bashing Dustin's face in, making Dustin get glimpses of Mufasa. Bro slams him into the ground as everybody starts kicking him, being bro up like that one video. All happening as Lucas calls out to Dustin through the walker. Dustin is cooked, but he did it for Eddie. So we start this episode off with Holly in her room, noticing lights flickering. Y'all already know, once the lights start flickering, the frights start kicking in. She looks up at the ceiling to see that cracking like the ice in Ice Age. Scrat would see this and dash away for his nut. Hey, yo! The crack spread open to reveal a portal with the Demogorgon coming out. Oh, hell no! Holly looks up petrified. She yells out, Mom! As the demo breaks through. But as this is happening, her mom Karen's in her bathroom making a bubble bath. Oh my God. Got it all sudsy like Patrick warming it up for Squidward. Meanwhile, Ted is outside hitting straight Joels. Nobody's coming to help Holly. No. Holly vaults over her bed and makes a run for it. Then the demo jumps down and literally sends her into the bookshelf like a book. Poor Holly, bro, poor Holly. And legit, after falling down, she's already getting dragged. Oh my God. Demogorgon sliding her around the floor like 11 versus Henry in season 4. Holly grabs onto her bed as the Demogorgon with pure aggression pulls her up. But he ain't wasting no time. He trying to get out immediately. No get out. But he trying to catch her quick. He ain't trying to get caught by Skeeter Jean. And as the demo almost gets through the portal, Holly's shoe snaps off, making her collapse on the floor. Demogorgon looks down mad as shit, but he is fed up. Holly hornswoggled, springs up like Zebedee, zooming out the room. She books it down the hallway and straight into her mom's room, moving like speed. Holly ain't about these Stranger Things. She finally makes it into the bathroom with her mom and starts letting it all out. Mom, there's a monster in my room. There's a monster. Karen ain't buying it. She drunk as shit. She like, but baby, whatever you saw is just a nightmare. Karen, this is the only time I'ma need you to listen. Listen to your daughter, or you'll end up with the uppercut from Scarlet. No, may I ask for one final thing? Karen hugs Holly as she sobs. She puts her hand on her head and slowly pulls it away, realizing Holly is bleeding. What? Yes, now you know. Then a huge thud comes from outside the bathroom, made them both flinch and embrace each other. Karen's locked in now. Mother mode is activated. Straight Joyce action. Meanwhile, Ted, still outside after hitting another Joel, turns around like, what the heck? House lighting up like it's Christmas. But he looks out confuzzled. Bro ain't get his bacon. He can't see or think straight. Then we cut back to the Demogorgon, busting into the bathroom, kicking the door down like it's the FBI. It's here. We realize Holly and Karen disappeared. They pulled a Sue Storm. Disappear! The demo looks around, crawling everything like RJ from Jungle Fury. Then it peeps the tub.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg.
It walks over and looks down into the tub. No. The cameraman pans down, showing us Holly and Karen submerged, holding their breath.
Come on, man.
The demo starts leaning down to strike the water as both start losing air.
Come on.
Wait as the demo's about to slash. Ted yells, Karen, making the demo turn towards his voice. That's the definition of Cayman Clutch.
My nigga,
The demo storms off as Ted walks up the stairs, golf club in hand, but he's about to wreak havoc. He walks into the bedroom, calling out to Holly and Karen. And from out the shadows, the Demogorgon walks out like Batman.
Hell no!
Got Ted flabbergasted. Ted also ain't for these Stranger Things.
Shut your brain, man.
He starts yelling, "Stay back!" Like that's gonna do something. Me personally, if I seen this walking up to me, I'm already out the house. I'm black. No words need to be spit. My legs will do the talking.
This motherfucker don't miss.
The demo walks up, and Ted starts going to town. No BO2 zombies. Bro swings it in the head, not doing any damage. Bro would not be a good DPS in Marvel Rivals. The demo snaps the club out of Ted's hand, and legit blitzes Bro through the wall into Mike's room. Made Bro wake up next to Joel. If Ted had his bacon, none of this would have happened.
Just stop. Just stop.
After the commotion, Holly and Karen make a run for it, out of sight like Psylocke. Made the Demogorgon break its neck. Both of them hightail it down the stairs, only to get jump scared by the demo at the front door. Both horrified, keep running, and as they make it to the kitchen, Karen slips, banging into the counter.
I've been feeling pain just to hold on.
Holly runs over, like, "Mom, are you okay?" and helps lift her up, right as they get ready to bolt again. The Demogorgon rushes in like Usain Bolt, but he's still out for blood. Mama Wheeler like, "Holly, get back!" pushes her and looks up in horror at the creature. And without a second thought, she grabs her wine bottle, shatters it, and holds it up, ready for the fade. "Okay, Mama Wheeler." She like, "Stay away from my daughter," and charges at the demo, striking it with her bottle, slicing and dicing like Atsu from Ghost of Yote, putting everything into the demo. Got the Demogorgon staggering back, surprised, looking like Thanos looking at Cap in Infinity War. It's looking like Karen's got this in the bag. Or so we thought.
What's that supposed to mean?
Right as Mama Wheeler throws the last blow, the Demogorgon retaliates and claws her across the stomach. No! And swipes her to the ground. No! Holly looks over, traumatized, as the Demogorgon walks up, ready to finish its mission. We cut to Nancy and 11 crashing into the house, shotgun and powers ready. But what comes next, no one would have thought. Nancy looks over to see Karen on her last breath, bleeding, as the Demogorgon takes Holly into the Upside Down. Free Holly.
Mr. Watson?
So we start out with Joyce, Mike, and Will, captured by the military. They got caught trying to save the kids at the base from Vecna's ugly ass. Hell nah! Not my boy Delightful Derek. Megatron, Ultron, Groot looking ass dude. Cause bro this season is preying on kids. No, straight Predator pasta. They gon' need Skeeter Jean on his ass. Sullivan, no Sully, walks up like, "The fuck is the meaning of this? Bro ain't beat. Joyce ain't beat either. They was just trying to save the kids from Mr. What's-It. Free Holly, bro, free Holly." Mike said it best.
Mr. Watson?
And right as they get into it, Will starts spidey sensing. Bro gets yanked into the hive mind, seeing through a Demogorgon. Then Will flashes back like Lightning McQueen getting flashed. Hey, yo. Everyone runs to him like, "Will!" Joyce like, "Will, are you okay, baby?" Bro's breathing hard like he just finished intercourse. Then he says, "They're here." Then without a second's passing, all the lights in the area start flickering. And you already know, once the lights start flickering, the frights start kicking in. Then the metal plates underneath start banging. The soldiers start getting into position, like Rohan at Minas Tirith. Mike, being the GOAT, tells the kids to get behind him. Bro upgraded this season. Season 1 is Prime Mike. Season 5? Bro's back. No Slim Shady. Then literally from out the cut, a Demogorgon bursts through the floor, jumping out like a FNAF jump scare. Guns start blazing as the demo stomps on the soldier's head. Got Buddy looking like a puddle of watermelon. Demo grabs Buddy, rolls him, and slashes another bull on the way.
Damn.
The soldiers continue blasting at the demo, but Buddy's unfazed, eating the bullets like his Poe. Then another demo comes from the back, throwing Buddy like a boomerang. Then it proceeds to set its other demo blow up with a lob, slamming Buddy like his basketball, moving like they in the NBA. Damn! These Demogorgons this season moving different. Come on, man! That's too easy! Through the chaos, we zoom to Will as he sees through another demo. This demo jumps and opens the wall like I spread open my future wife's legs. Whoa! The demo hops out, crushing bro down like a staple, and starts clawing like it's Wolverine. Got bro looking like shredded cheese. Meanwhile, as this is going on, Robin and Murray got their own problems at the moment. They're transporting kids to safety as 3 Demogorgons chase them from behind. What the f? And then on top of that, we have Lucas in the tunnels with the remaining kids. Portals start opening in there too. No! No! Everybody going through it. Then we cut back to the bloodshed. Demo's just going savage. No Zootopia. Demo grabs Buddy out the watchtower and chucks him like Rich's paper airplanes from Welcome to Derry. Then jumps down, uppercutting Bull like Scarlet, dashing over, slamming Bro like a hammer, then right hooking Buddy like Adam. These things are lethal. We get back to Mike and the gang as he leads the kids, Joyce and Will, to safety. Bro starts telling the kids, eyes on me, keep your eyes on me. Prime Mike is back!
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Moving like Aragorn. They all traveled through straight pandemonium, dodging and weaving Demogorgons like they Goku. Battlefield looking like the orcs storming in Minas Tirith. They make it behind the storage building. And Mike's like, the Radio Shack. You get through and into the tunnels. You get the hell out of here. And right as they start to book again, he like, and remember, keep your eyes on me. Mike!
This means something to me, man.
Everyone races down as a military vehicle pulls up with Buddy on the turret, spraying the demos. It's getting extreme out here. No candy. Mike and everyone hustle as a demo from the back swats Bro out the turret. And as they rush away to the Radio Shack, a demo stops them, making everyone push the brakes. Mike immediately goes to guard them as the second demo pulls up from behind. No, he died for these children. And right as the demo goes to strike, flames burst on the screen, cooking Buddy. A scientist with a flamethrower saves everybody. But as the demo burns, Will collapses, screaming. He feels it too. No! The demo's chasing after Robin and Murray. And Lucas all falter too. All of them start cooking. Gordon Ramsay did his thing. Joyce drags Will away as he continues bellowing. Mike, through the fire, peeps at the portal to see a figure walking up. The cameraman zooms in, showing us it's Vecna. Bro finally reveals himself.
Bloodthirsty.
Bro with the quickness walks out like Darth Vader, already getting blasted up with bullets. But they don't do shit. Bro's eating them up like hungry hippos. Vecna throws Buddy onto the wall, turns, and sticks other Bro with his arm. Out here moving like Groot. Flamethrower aimed at Bro fires out. Vecna stops the fire, making it vortex, and exerts it back, spraying everything, making Mike and the kids fall back like Lucas's hairline. Damn. Bro's knocked out. Then Vecna proceeds to take the pins out the grenades still attached to the soldiers.
Bro, come on now, dawg.
Vecna, why you doing them like this? He tosses them as they explode. The fire tracks on a dollar store hollering, burning Bro. Good riddance. Vecna heals all the demos, like he Luna Snow. Bro Def put on a show. The demos chasing Robin and Murray heal up, hopping onto the truck. Murray trying to get them off, swerves, causing the truck to fall over, with everyone inside. Meanwhile, Lucas with the kids in the tunnels gets trapped by 2 demos. Nobody's safe. We cut back to Vecna, making Bro's face into a bowling ball. Ain't getting any strikes with that ball.
Out of pocket for that.
Then he swipes the car away, revealing Joyce tending to Will. And when I tell you, she looks over with this ferocity and anger built up rage. She like, it was you! You took my boy! Mind you, both of them went to high school together. Quite the reunion, am I right? No! Even with Buddy looking like this, Joyce hightails it towards Bro. You took my boy! Stay away from him! Vecna vexed, swings her to the side like a side piece, out cold like Elsa. Then Bro picks up Will, pulling him towards him. Elegantly. Vecna like,
can you see them? Can you see the children?
He starts monologuing, talking about why he targets kids. Creepy eyed dude! First he choked and pinned Max. Now this! Skeeter Jean, where are you? Vecna like,
they are weak in mind and body. You showed me what was possible. You broke so easily.
And as he's saying all this, Lucas in the tunnels gets slashed by the demo as it steals the kids. The demos take the kids in the truck with Robin and Murray too. What? And then we cut to Mike, slowly waking up, seeing the demos take the kids he just protected, including Derek.
Oh, my mama, I'm not tripping, bro.
God, Derek! Vecna like,
Your mind doesn't belong in this world. It belongs in mine.
calling Will weak, and then he flicks him away, disgusted. He walks into the portal. Out! Hop off my boy Will. Since season 2, he been my guy. Hop off, bro!
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you. Whoa! Then Will drops, and immediately gets sucked back into the hive. He sees all the Demogorgons approach Robin, Lucas, and Mike. What? The demo glides in the air, getting ready to strike Mike. And then we cut back to Will, closing his eyes. Robin's speech from earlier echoes in, as we see a tape reel video of Will and his memories. Will meeting Mike for the first time, Will coloring with Joyce, building Castle Byers, and Will dressed up as Will the Wise. As Robin says, I was looking for the answers in someone else when I realized I had all the answers. I just needed to stop being so scared of who I really was. And once I did that, it was like I was free. And as the tape turns off, we cut back to Mike, shielding his face. He looks up to see that same Demogorgon in the air, shaking. Mike looks over to see Will with his hand out, holding the demo. Mike and Joyce look out appalled. Will with his eyes rolled back, fueling with aggression, as he also stops the demo attacking Lucas. Then Robin, that's what I'm talking about! He slowly lifts all 3 demos into the air, the power coursing through him. And in an instant, he snaps down, cracking all 3 demos, like Vecna. Bro, is him! That's why he's the GOAT! He drops down, opening his hands, as Mike and Joyce look over proud, astonished. The cameraman zooms in as Will, with a bleeding nose, wipes it away like King Von, filled with pure aura. Bro's become Will the Sorcerer. So we start out with our Losers Club, pulling up to the old monster house. No monster house. They trying to save Beverly, like how Mike and them was trying to save Will. She got caught up by Big Pete. No, hell no! They get into the sewers, and peep, this is Pennywise's crib. No! Got bodies, floating in the air. Hell no! I know it reeks down here too. Bro lives in the sewers, with all this shit everywhere. Rats, flies, roaches! And as they get past the stench, our gang find and save Beverly. Bevy got saved by a kiss on some Disney type shit. Brody been wanting to kiss her, and she don't even know it. Right as they get ready to dip, Georgie from out the shadows walks out like, Bill, what took you so long? Hell no! You ain't, little bro. No. Cause in the beginning of the movie, Georgie got smoked by Big P. No. And eaten on a silver platter. Poor Georgie. Whole movie Bill was looking for bro. And this is the moment. Bill like, I've been looking for you and knew you were alive this whole time. They start walking closer to each other. And Georgie on some, I love you. Bill knows. And he like, I love you too. But you're not Georgie. And pulls out the strap. Beating little bro. That bro falling like a leaf. Then he starts shaking and quaking like Will on the ground. Bro starts transforming into Pennywise, moving like Optimus Prime. Bro springs up and rolls his eyes back. Whole gang in the back like, kill it, Bill, kill it, kill it. Bill aims down the sights, while Mike like, this shit ain't loaded. Bill shoots, as Pennywise acts like he's hurt. Bro's giving them false hope, and I ain't talking about hope from Ant-Man. Big P charges up like a phone and springs at the kids. He goes to eat Bill, but Bro swipes the strap in Bro's mouth, blocking him. Then from out the cut, Beverly swipes at Penny. But Bro on his Keanu Reeves, he grabs it as Mike pulls up to swing him. Penny backhands Mike with the mitten right, slamming Bro against the wall, out like a light. Then Bill hops on P's back, trying to choke him with a bar. Then everybody starts ganging up on Big P. Bro gets bit, jumped on, and grabbed. Hey, yo! Mike tries aiming at Bro, but it's too late. Pennywise starts spinning like a Beyblade, swiping Stan and Ben off, then proceeds to double slam Richie and Bill. Damn! Bro's doing this on kids! Straight grand slamming them. No Black Ops 3. Then Bro grips up Bill. Bev like, let him go. And Big P like, no. He like, I'll let you all live if you just give me a taste of Bill. What? And Bill starts agreeing. He like, I brought you all into this. Just leave. And Big P starts mocking Bro's stutter.
Just leave.
What the f***? Big P is diabolical. Richie has heard enough. He like, I told you all along, Bill. All along. You punched me in the face, made me walk through shitty water, made me walk through a crackhead house, and now I'm gonna have to kill this fucking clown. Okay, Richie! Bro runs up, bat in hand, and swings Big P like Chicken Little. Mike goes in for the swing too, but gets blocked by burnt hands. Pennywise still trying to scare them. Stan peeps this, grabs a pipe, and swings the hands. Then Richie combos with a hit from the back, and Stan's back in the front. Stan and Richie moving like Sonic and Shadow. Mike tries again, only to get wrangled to the ground. Then Penny tries stomping on Bro. Like damn, what did he do? Then Ben stabs Bro from the back and gets gripped up. Bill pulls up with chains and goes full Delson Road, striking Bro with straight chain. Belt to ass. Everyone starts whipping Bro. Got Bro on the ground like dirt. Oh, this coffee tastes like dirt. Then Bro spits straight mucus and sewage water on Eddie. Oh! Eddie with pure rage hits Penny with the right, making Bro do a breakdown dance. Then Beverly ends it off with a metal pipe down the jugular. Losers Club is full of straight G's. Penny spits out the pole and starts crawling backward. For the first time, Bro is feeling fear. Brody scoots back, looking like he getting sucked off. Whoa! Then Bill like, we ain't afraid of you, nigga. You gon' starve. And right as Bro's about to swing one last time, Penny hops down the hole and is like, fear. With his head opening up, then he drops into the abyss, down, until he wakes up in the next 27 years. Pennywise got beat by his main food.